That looks about right. Alright. We did everything. We did everything. Time to put an end to this procrastination and actually go to school for once. I'm gonna try and try to go through all the classes and do this on my own. Hopefully this won't take too long, or at least won't be, or at least, I don't know. Anyway, might as well finish the class I've already started. Yeah. Anyway. No, we're not having a fun class today. Tell me, do you all enjoy fortune telling horoscopes and the like? I think it feels great to read the horoscope and see that it says good luck is coming your way. And today I'd like to teach you all math while focusing on the topic of luck. Perhaps you have seen the following phrase crop up during Pokemon battles before: a critical hit. When Pokemon's attack lands a critical hit, the damage it deals is increased by half. In other words, it does 1.5 times as much damage as it normally would. It is truly luck that determines whether your Pokemon lands a critical hit, or has one landed on it. This could cause a great upset in battle. Does anyone know what percent of Pokemon has of landing a critical hit? Oh, like, it feels like all of these feel a bit low, but now I caused a bit too critical of a situation. Oh, 1 in 24. Like, the chance of landing a critical hit is said to be 1 in 24, which figures to roughly 4.17%. The odds are more favorable for certain moves, though. Why such moves such as Stone Edge and Shadow Claw have about a 12% chance. Ah, okay. So that's why some moves, like, still, I mean, it's kind of a shock that, like, 4 in 100, like 4%. Still, but you can also use a move called Focus Energy or an item known as Dire Hit. Both raise the critical hit ratios by 2 stages. That's a 50% chance to land a critical hit. It feels great to land a critical hit, but perhaps not so great to be struck by one. There's a surprising amount of mathematical probability hidden in Pokemon battles, you know? If you're able to do the calculations that'll swing luck in your favor, it may open the door for more strategic choices for you during battle. Wait, is that the battle? I suppose it fell for now. What a shame. Next class will be a fun midterm exam. I hope you'll all be looking forward to it. Midterms, great. Oh boy. Midterms, woo! Alright. Math midterm. Party. Alright, everyone, it's time to begin our midterm exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you all had in my class will serve you well as you answer. Okay. How much damage does water gun do? Everybody laps now. You're all concentrating so hard. I can't wait to see how you did. Do go and ask for your scores at the front desk and take a nice break. Okay. Woo. Let's take a look at your results. Get 3 questions correct to pass the midterms, and 4 questions correct to pass the final exams. 5 out of 5! Alright! Happy score, congrats. This time I have to give this reward to any students who pass the exam. Okay. Yeah. Let's just finish math. While we're at it. But hey, we're learning stuff today. Or at least I am learning. Hello everyone. Midterm exam. Some you have earned perfect scores and others seem to have a bit of trouble, but I can tell that you're all trying your best. I'm quite pleased to say that every last one of you passed. I can only assume that this means you all have come to love numbers. Stay sharp and try your best for the rest of my classes too. Speaking of staying sharp, do you know how that word applies to Pokemon battles, like sharp claw? That's right, it has to do with stat boosts. That's rise and fall throughout the battle. Yeah, work up the fact it rise by 1 stage each time I raises 1 stage, it is affected by that deal 50% more damage. If that same Pokemon from the previous example were to use work up again, both its attacks would be taken by 2 stages, which is double. Yeah, 100% increase, which is twice as strong. Sword stance on the other hand, 2 stages at once, deal double after a single use, twice. There we go. Oh, that's great. You answered this difficult question with ease. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's 50% each time. It's additive, not multiplicative. Each stage that a Pokemon's attack or special attack stat is raised increases its damage by 50%. So being raised 4 stages would result in a 4 times 50% or 200% increase. Base damage of a move is 100%, so adding 200% to that gives us 300%. In other words, the next move that Pokemon uses will deal triple damage. Type matchups, critical hit damage, and other factors will all play in those calculations as well, so even a small boost must be taken seriously. By the way, if a stat simply rose, that means it has gone up by 1 stage. Rose sharply, 2 stages. If it rose drastically, that's 3 stages. Just so you know, the X tag and X special tag item can only be used in battle and can be used to sharply boost those respective stats. Oh, okay. Be sure to review what you learn in order to stay sharp. Well, let's try. Hooey! Yeah. Begin soon. Let's have a fun class today. Did you make sure to review last class material in order to stay sharp? I know it was a little difficult with all that talk of multiplication percentages and the like, but today we'll be talking about percentages again, and to learn about probability. It may sound like we're going to have another difficult class, but did you all know that all of you already deal with probability on a regular basis? It is true. Pokemon moves generally have a property called accuracy, which determines the probability that they will hit. The accuracy of tackle is 100, or 100%. So if you were to use a tackle 100 times, you could expect it to hit all 100 times. The move Hypnosis, which puts opponent to sleep, has an accuracy of 60 or 60%. That means you could expect it to hit 60 times in 100 uses. Put it another way, out of 100 uses, you expect it to miss 40 times. Many of the truly powerful moves often tend to have lower accuracy. So when you're deciding whether to go slow and steady with moves that are sure to hit, or hard and fast with stronger but less accurate moves, you're already studying probability. Let me see. Perhaps Surf and Hydro Pump would be good examples of this discussion. Power 90, accuracy 100, meaning you expect it to hit at every time. Hydro Pump's accuracy is only 80, but when it hits, its power is 100. 10. Between Surf and Hydro Pump, which move would you go? I mean, yeah, it depends on the situation. Oh my, I see you're always considering various possibilities. Yeah, I may have sounded, made it sound like there's a correct answer here, but there's not. You're free to use any moves you wish. Factors like PP or a number of targets may make some moves more suited to certain situations. However, trading accuracy for power or vice versa is purely a matter of preference. The Surf versus Hydro Pump debate has been ongoing for quite some time. Personally, I'm more invested in debating the rock-type moves Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Let me tell you, I could get really worked up talking about all these moves, but oh my, that's the bell, that's a shame. Alright, last time together, so show up 100% ready to go. Alright then. Final class, then final exam. Hello everyone, I hope we can have fun once again with our last class together. Last time we learned about probability using move accuracy as an example. Probability is quite an interesting subject. Know that in class with 40 students, there is a 90% chance that 2 of them will have the same birthday. This is true even despite the fact that there are over 300 days each year. Isn't that remarkable? But let's move on to today's topic before we get swept along with probability again. I've been teaching you how to calculate damage in this class using examples like type matchups, critical hits, stat boosts, and the like. All these variables are multiplied together to calculate damage dealt to an opponent. However, did you know there's an even simpler way to increase the damage of your Pokemon moves? All you have to do is have your Pokemon use a move that it shares a type with. If a rock type Pokemon uses a rock type move, Stone Edge, the move's base power of 100 is multiplied by 1.5 to become 150. Ground and Rock may seem like similar types, but if a ground type move Pokemon uses Stone Edge, the move's power will remain 100. The effective moves and critical hits also add multipliers onto this little numerical increase, so it most certainly must not be taken lightly. Let me ask you a question to see if you understand what I'm talking about here. Take a move with a power of 100, and a Pokemon shares that type with its move, and it uses it hits the opponent that boosts the type will have a set move power. 100, 150, would it become 300? You did all that calculation in your head? Well done! First, using a move that shares a type with its user multiplies the move's base power of 100 by 1.5, making the power 150. Okay, the fact that the opponent is weak to the move's type then doubles that power from 150 to 300. The original power of the move ends up being tripled. Isn't that amazing? What's more, if a Pokemon terastallizes it and its Tera type matches its original types, then the bonus it gets for using a move of the same type increases from 1.5 to 2. So it could be so in that same example, it would become 400. Of course, being able to use a lot of moves with different types is great as well. That's one way you can surprise your opponent. In the end, your own innate characteristics are what will really let you shine the most. Bear in mind that this is true for both humans and Pokemon. It sure would make me happy if you could take those words to heart. I suppose I should this basic advice right from our first lesson. My apologies. And just like that, class is over, and the last of our time together flew by in the blink of an eye. So much fun to be able to teach you all eager students about numbers. It'll be a fun final exam. Be sure to review the material well in preparation. Honestly, this is a really cool way of sharing the mechanics of this game, like the Pokemon mechanics in game, is by actually having actual classes that you can take in game. Like that is really interesting. Math final. Let's do it. I don't. Time to begin our final exam. Opportunity to ahead my class will serve you well with your answer. Okay. Okay. Equal cost. That would be 5. Water type move land like with a power of 100 land a critical hit on grass type move. Okay. Okay. Water type move power 100. Okay, so it would be a critical hit. Normal conditions, what? Okay, Stone Edge, 12%. Sword Stance twice. How much? Triple damage. Twice. 4 stages, triple damage. Rock type move. Rock type Pokemon. Their type is Rock, Terastallizes. Alright. This test was a culmination of years of training. I mean, of all I taught you, and I'm sure you all did just fine. Do go and ask for your scores at the front desk and then take a nice break. Alright. I'm pretty sure I passed, but I mean, test anxiety, I know. Real quick. Yeah. 3 questions, pass the midterm, 4 correct to pass the final exam. Hey! Alright. Alright then. Ooh. Oh, this time is actually... Hey. Oh my. Oh my. Please forgive me if this is an odd question. Are you perhaps watching me from afar just now? Oh? Yeah, I suppose you wouldn't. Didn't do something like that, I'm sorry. See, oh shit. It entirely feel like as if I'm being watched. Not by Pokemon, mind you, but by a person. I thought it might be a ghost, so I tried asking my sister for help. She said it most likely isn't one. She's good with ghosts that fun, you know. Yeah. Perhaps one of my students is quietly watching me, waiting for a chance to ask me a question. That was an intense gaze I felt. If you notice something with a sort of fire in their eyes, come tell me, won't you? If they're too shiny to come after me themselves, and I'll go through them. Oh! Oh, you can actually... Huh. Could work during the day and still learn. I mean, maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Okay, let's go to the cafeteria. Can't just go to, can't just do every class all in a row, right? Gotta take breaks. Yo, you grabbing something to eat too? Man, you sure did give me a beating in that Academy Ace tournament. Seems like all my close buddies are in another league, you know. I mean, look at you. You just up and became a champion in your first year to boot. You know, that's pretty amazing, right? Mona, top marks in every class at school, and she was champion right too. And then I hear Penny's got some kind of offer to work at the Bowman League or something. I seem to be the only average one around here. Nothing special about me. I mean, it's great at cooking. I mean, it's just a hobby, really. I only learned how to do the basics because my mom wasn't around to cook for me. Wait, my mom? Wait. See, now that my boss is doing so much better, and since Treasure Hunt is still going, and I'll have to think about my new goal, I'll find myself. And I guess he really got started by knowing where you come from, which means I should learn more about my mom, right? She was a student at this school once too, that's what I heard. I'm gonna search this whole school for info about what kind of person she really was. Thanks for inspiration, though, buddy. No problem. Yeah. Oh, okay. Nothing too crazy. Hey, Teach. You scared me. Here to eat? Oh no, I'm here to eat at all. I was just walking around the entrance hall. And I felt that intense gaze I told you about before. So I quickly ducked through the cafeteria here. The cafeteria has only one entrance, so I thought I might be able to discover the identity of the person watching me if they followed me in here. Ah, someone came just now. That's weird. I thought I saw her come in here. Guess I won't be able to... I can't ask my question today either. But girl, I feel like I've seen her several times before. Excuse me if I get the feeling that her question is not about her study. Next time I see her, maybe we'll go start a conversation with Scarlet. It could have been a little scary being here on my own, but I'm glad you were here with me. Nice to feel trusted. Wait, is it the school store? Okay, the basic stuff. Still, I mean, the fact that you get fresh water, a little fresh water here and there, like, ah, no. Just to make sure I don't die. Like, if I ever need it. And I have a bunch of these. Yeah. Okay. Wait, what? Okay, I thought it said something about cats. Oh, hey, Penny. Oh, hey. Hang on, Atticus. Hey, the Academy Emporium stocks others fast, and my expectations were far lower than I wanted to. They get to shine to the school floor. If you'll notice us anytime soon, like, is there no point in whispering? You know, of all my Team Star friends, it's Atticus I'm worried where we'll have the most trouble fitting in. so. Great, my good shopkeep. I would very much like to acquire the limited edition ninja garments released today. I believe you have 5 sets in stock, yes? Ah, the ninja cosplay set? Yes. Sorry, dear, but someone bought the last 2 from us earlier when we sold out. Oh, what? This cannot be. I wanted to procure those garments. Why? With everything. Look forward to track down this rival patron. Oh no! When I find them. I'll fix it with a piercing gaze. Wait, he took off his. Since when was Ashes this good looking? Wait, no, focus. If he starts begging like for some kid for their ninja outfit, people will think he's a weirdo. Nothing, right? I mean, we should see how this pans out, right? But Don Atticus, here you are. My younger padre, I must apologize for the garments I promised you so that we might dress as a ninja together. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I got us covered. I already bought 2 sets of the ninja cosplay stuff for us to wear. I beg your pardon. When I came here earlier, the shopkeeper later was putting them out on the shelf, so I bought one for you, one for me. You know how popular these outfits are. I was super lucky we would stack them. Well, let's play ninja outside. Would just be a happy turn of events. I shall retrieve my shuriken from my quarters so we might enjoy some target practice. Ooh, awesome! Use my masterful stitchery to transform thy ninja garments into a sublime vision of poison. What say you? I'm good, thanks. The insolence of this one. Me? I would wrap this little as a paid not making this, but apparently Atticus has already made a friend at school. I just makes me feel bad that I thought I had to spy on him. Anyway, I guess I'll get going. Well, we started. What a good bean. We noticed he has 2 shadows. It has both shadows. Huh. Okay, yeah, let's go to the entrance hall. Alright, I think it's time we take on another class. Yeah, let's go with biology. Yeah, Mr. Jock, yeah. Yes, let's do that. Alright. Wait, there should be... Oh. Hello, my name's Doc and I'll be your Pokemon biology teacher. My class will all learn about the various quirks of our beloved Pokemon together. I hope you all come to love Pokemon even more from the things you learn here. In today's class, I'll teach you a great way to get to know Pokemon in more depth. If you would like to become a better friend with your Pokemon, they come out of their Pokeball and walk along with you. Sounds great, huh? You can use the ZR button to throw a Pokeball and let the Pokemon out inside. Nothing cuter than watching your Pokemon run around underfoot, if you ask me. Once you let your Pokemon out, try speaking to them. They're sure to respond in some way. Maybe to get to know them better. However, letting your Pokemon out of the ball isn't such a great idea in some locations. Anyone tell me where it is that you shouldn't have your Pokemon walk along with you? Building? That's right. That's you did your homework. The correct answer is that we should not walk with our Pokemon indoors. How about that? Some Pokemon might damage walls, desks, and other things walking around inside buildings, so it's not allowed regardless of the speed. Therefore, please only let your Pokemon out of their Pokeballs while outdoors, okay everyone? I think I see them out and about in class from time to time, but still. Anyway, you may become even closer friends with your Pokemon pals by walking together. Oh, forgot. Keep in mind, you can only walk together with your lead Pokemon. Remember to use the ZR button to throw a ball and let out the Pokemon inside. You want to remember that throwing a ball at a wild Pokemon will start a battle. Looks like that's all the time we have for today. See you all next class. Alright. Okay, so I kind of assumed that we like get some friendship if you put them out of the balls. Biology, yeah. Hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Did you all drop the use ZR button to let your Pokemon out as I taught you in our last class? One alongside your Pokemon lets you see how unique and cute they all are. I also recommend picnics for when you want to spend quality time together with the Pokemon in your party. You can get them all out around the table and make sandwiches and play. It's really a lot of fun. And if you want to learn more about making food, Mr. Saguaro's class is the place to go. Now, sometimes while you're enjoying a picnic with your Pokemon, you may find something very important. Something very important in the basket next to your table. So this is where they tell you about the eggs. This very important something is what Pokemon are born from. Let's all say it together. Boxes! Eggs. Y'all got it right. The very important something I'm talking about is a Pokemon egg. It's not clear where these eggs come from, but they're probably placed in the bucket rather stealthily by the Pokemon at the picnic. Walking around with an egg will help warm it, which allows it to hatch. Eggs won't warm up by sitting in boxes, so you need to have them in your party. And here's one more important thing I'd like you to remember about eggs. Pokemon entrust us with their eggs because they believe in us. So I sure would be happy to see you all being responsible parents for your little Pokemon eggs. Whoops. My most important point came right as the bell rang. Well, see you all in a class. Okay, so yeah, this class is where they tell you, hey, you get them from eggs, or you'll get eggs from picnics. Good to know. Yep. All right. Last class before midterms, I do believe. Hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. I seem to remember teaching you all about the importance of eggs in our last class together. On that note, is everyone using their Pokédex? It introduces Pokemon born from eggs as well as those encountered via other methods, so don't worry about all that. Oh, and just so you know, I'm the one who developed the Pokédex app. It was way before I started teaching here in the academy, but back then I was a researcher. In fact, Director Clavel wasn't working in education at that time either. He was researching alongside me at the same facility. We got to research Pokemon day in, day out. Those sure were some fun times. I got yelled at all the time though. Wait a second, how did I get onto this? Pretty sure I was talking about the Pokédex. Anyway, I'd like to teach you about catching Pokemon. As you know, a great way to catch a Pokemon more easily is to first lower its HP. But there's another way to up your chances of a successful catch. Guess what it is? That's right, great job. The correct technique for making Pokemon easier to catch is to inflict them with a status condition. Sleep is especially effective status condition. It makes Pokemon drastically easier to catch. If you have a Pokemon that can use moves that put opponents to sleep, like Sleep Powder or Hypnosis, filling up your Pokédex will be a cinch. There are other ways to improve your catch rate as well, like using Pokeballs specifically designed to be effective against certain Pokemon. Eating food that gives you catching power works too, or sneaking up on Pokemon from behind to catch them by surprise when you start a battle. If you're having trouble, you may want to make the rounds to the gym to get gym badges. Earning gym badges will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels. Please do come show me your Pokédexes once they start to fill up. Another day, another enjoyable class. Oh yeah, don't forget, our next class will be a test. Alright then. Whew. Yeah, biology midterm. Yeah. 30. Hello. everyone's midterm exam. It sure feels good to fill in all those empty spaces on the answer sheet, doesn't it? Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. One letter and combine one letter and one number below to correctly say O. A2. Going to sleep, walking, battling, walking around. This question will affect your grade. How do you like the Pokedex? Is it easy to use? I'd be happy to hear your honest opinions. Do I want to be a jerk? I mean, I don't really use it that much. But the young person here should know. I'll tell the director about it, okay? I'll grade these right away. I hope you're all looking forward to seeing how you did. Yeah! I'm a straight A student. Woo! Makes me candy sick. Oh. Biology. It was tempting to try to like do every class, like just try to like even out all the classes as if I'm taking it all in the same school year or semester, but I don't have my brain. Hello, I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. You'll all be grading your midterm exam. The first one, a little question and two. I'll be sure to keep your mouth on your mind. Alright, we'll be heading into the last half of our classes together. It's time for our knowledge to evolve and grow just like our Pokemon. Evolution. Yep, evolution. Today we're going to learn about the fascinating phenomenon of Pokemon evolution. Pokemon battle and level up, they learn moves and get stronger. And for some Pokemon, once they've leveled up enough, their appearance changes and their stats increase, sometimes by a lot. That's Pokemon evolution. Pokemon become very strong when they evolve, making them trusty partners in battle. But some people prefer to keep their Pokemon in their adorable pre-evolved state. To do this, all you need to remember is certain buttons when your Pokemon begins to evolve. Stay with me if you already know to cancel evolution, press the C button? No, C button. C button. That's correct. D for best answer. The button you want when you stop a Pokemon from evolving is the B button. If you press this button soon after a Pokemon begins to evolve, you can stop it from changing. You can also let the Pokemon hold an item known as an Everstay to keep it from evolving. And keep in mind that the requirements for evolution differ from Pokemon to Pokemon. Some may evolve by having a certain item, such as a Fire Stone, Stone used on them. Others may have to learn a specific move or defeat a specific Pokemon in the battle to evolve. The way Primate evolves into Annihilate is especially strange. Oh, they even tell you how Annihilate evolves in this class. Not interesting. You see, there's a certain move that... Oh, they don't even tell you! Whoops, sorry, looks like we're out of time. But I mean, they tell you that Primate evolves, but you have to, and they tell you what is a certain move, and then you figure out that it's probably the new move that it's never had before, and that's a ghost type move. That makes it become like ghost fighting, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Hello, I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Before we get going, do you all remember the final question from our midterm exam? Oh, Director Flavel found out about it, and somehow I got yelled at. Whoops. Apparently, he could tell I was hiding something just by looking at me. He must have done us all a kind of a flush right out of my face. Speaking of color, today I'd like to teach you all about colors as they pertain to Pokemon. Some Pokemon have slightly different coloration or patterning on their bodies based on their gender or individual differences. In very rare cases, a Pokemon may have a wildly different coloration compared to others of the same species. We call these specimens shiny Pokemon. It's quite rare to cross paths with one. You know the likelihood of finding a yeah, like rounded down is 1 in 4,000. That's right, you may have the makings of a Pokemon professor. Shiny Pokemon appear at the rate of 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing? Either they actually simplified, they actually simplified the odds, or it's just simplifying the actual one. So it would be like 4,000, like 4,096. Yeah. Either way, the probability of encountering one in the wild is the same as hatching one from an egg too. Eggs from pair Pokemon raised around different languages are a special case. There's a higher than average chance that a shiny Pokemon will hatch from these eggs, but we haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. I've also heard rumors that a charm that increases the likelihood of finding shiny Pokemon when you have it in your bag. Can you believe that? This claim can't be scientifically verified, but it sure would be fun if it were true. Oops, that's the bell. That's it. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. I just noticed that Penny was in the class. Meeting, bitch. Alrighty. Alrighty, so... Hello, I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Next time we meet, we'll have our final exam. That means today is our last actual class. And the topic for this last class will be Pokemon forms. You can just think of forms as the shapes or appearances that Pokemon have. There's also a phenomenon called a form change when a Pokemon's appearance changes under certain conditions. Cyclozar, for example, when we regularly ride on as transportation here in Paldea, has 3 forms. There's its basic form, where it walks on 4 legs, like in its battle form, where it stands on its hind legs to engage in battle. Finally, there's its ride form, where it inflates its throat sac and its tail so that we can ride on its back. Ew. So we could use something you're all carrying with you now as a better example. Yup, I'm talking about your phones. Some smartphones are inhabited by a certain Pokemon. Anyone know this Pokemon I'm referring to? Terracotta. I see where you're coming from. Terracross can learn a lot of moves called Smart Strike, Smart Phone, Smart Strike. Well, unfortunately, there's no connection. At least he's nice about it. Pokemon, your smartphone is Rotom, and it does all sorts of things to help you out. A Rotom inside of a Rotom phone is special, so it doesn't try to enter other electronics. And an ordinary Rotom, however, can change form by entering washing machines, microwave ovens, and other electronic appliances. Rotom is a bit of an exception, though. Many Pokemon that change form do so simply by holding an item or by having one used on them. Oricorio, for example, has 4 different forms you can change between when given certain nectar. Pokemon may even change or learn different moves when they change form. Form changes are different from evolution in that the Pokemon can return to their original form. And unlike shiny Pokemon, which can't change their special coloration, the same individual Pokemon can go back and forth between its forms. There's a lot to dig into with the form change phenomenon, as you can see. We can all learn something from Pokemon here, don't you think? Bit of a stretch, but I'd be happy to see you all enjoying your time at the Academy in the fullest, and change form into a new version of yourselves. Or something like that, anyway. Oh, I almost forgot. Visual forms, which vary based on what region a Pokemon came from, don't change like other forms. They're innate. Oops, there's the bell. Guess I was scatterbrained, Mr. Jacques, right to the very end, huh? I had a great time teaching you all. I hope you do your best on the final exam. Alright then, final exam time. Woo! Are we learning stuff yet? You learning, kids? Yeah. You do all. It's fine. Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. Okay, how many of the 4 Pokemon? Focus while you know. 2 Pokemon owned by. Nice. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I want to say it will. Like, I feel like it does, like, overwrite that. Anything you would like to say about my class? I'm still getting used to this teaching thing. Really has fun as a teacher. Okay, we have to be positive. Keep teaching. You can do it. Let's go to the bonus question. The director. He's right away. I hope you can. Honestly, like, I mean, I think I had a few teachers that did that. Had like a final question. They were like, "Hey, how did I like? Hey, Ah! I must have gotten the Everstone thing wrong. Ugh. Okay. Okay, you can revisit a class every one. Still got 5 more classes left. Alright, well. So I should use the computer. Like, yes, you should use the computer. Ella gonna be in here? Hi. Like the studies. My muck. Probably watching my muck at a picnic and seem to hate it. Okay. How you doing? I've never been inside the art room before. It's like in here. Good way. Not? Oh. Worry about this room we're going. We're saying Team Star's planning a raid in the art room. I just rubbish made up by some kids are still scared of Team Star though. My friends would never think that. Are you going to raid the art room? Yeah, she showed up? Oh, this strap is incredible. It looks it's like it's about to attack with close combat. Are you with the art club or what? Yeah, I am. Don't tell me the rumor was real. Are they actually gonna raid the art room? Oh, there's no way they wouldn't. Watching. Yeah, I'm here to ask. You know, yeah. You got any last words, punk? No way, it's raid! It's literally a raid! Knock it off. Being shy is one thing, but you can't go around threatening people to cover it up. Right, I'm sorry, Mary. Thought you called the air club. I mean, I was wondering, like, oh, you wanted to club membership? Jeez, you have to be scared there. We're hoping that any students want to join, but yes, is that great, Nelly? Hang on, this guy's got stuff up with this. Spit it out. I gotta earn my way in or what? No, I was just hoping I could ask what prompted you to go to the art club. That's all. Ask me why I want to join? Well, I can't explain. One of my pals made this out for me. Big boots and everything. I'm big into flame patterns like this. this, so I want to try and make something of myself. So yeah, painting. That's what I want. No Ruby at it, but I realized something when I saw the real simple looking fletchling painting on the wall there. I don't have to be some genius artist, I just want to make art that has its own charm, you know? Fletchling painting? Fletchling painting? I did that one. That was yours? I thought it was like a finger paint. Oh, a kindergarten or something. Yeah, I get that all the time. Our president's paintings are real lovable because they're really simple. Everyone says so. Huh? You're the art president? I can already tell we'll have a lot fun to go to. What's her name? Boots are awesome. Can I get a closer look? It's named Mela, and yeah, good I have boots of they arts crafts that are made for me. Maybe it was just a misunderstanding. Well, that's a relief. But wow, I didn't know Melly wanted to join the art club. Can't wait to see what Melly paints. Like, it's really amazing, huh? I guess. Busted! Eric, how'd you know where we... Wait. Wait, were you supposed to be hiding? I was wondering what was going on. You were kind of just hanging out in the open over here. But you don't need to worry. Melly's been too nervous. So even Melly gets jitters sometimes. But I knew things get started right away. That's why I came here with her for moral support. You know, I think she'll be fine. And she's not the only one who's doing something new. Carmen and I had started up a wrestling club. Melly and I will have a Melly will have a blast here, I'm sure. So I gotta keep up with her. I'll enjoy the time I have left at the academy as much as I can. Anyways, nice bumping into you both. Hasta la vista! Hey, they really are putting themselves out there, aren't they? Guess I'll head up to Hasta la vista. I mean, but still, I mean, art is art. Like, you don't have to be, like, a genius. You don't have to be the best, like, no one ever was, to be an artist. But still, I mean, you're not gonna get better if you don't try. I mean, that's what I learned. Yeah. Oh, Arvin's in Hey, but you put a great moment to stop on by. Take a look at this. It'll be a sample from my mom's research from back when she was a student. That's what Director Clavel here told me. He's been helping me out. When Sada was a student here at the academy, I was just still a mere researcher myself. Among my peers, it was already being bandied about that an astoundingly gifted young woman was studying at Naranja Academy. She really was always amazing right from the start, huh? I guess I never really questioned it, but why is your office full of all this equipment? You finally noticed, have you? This room was once your mother's research lab. Yeah. Huh. Was? When I already recounted, she apparently would become so absorbed in her research that she hardly ever returned to her dorm room. Spent most nights here sleeping in here, in fact. I also found myself more at ease surrounded by such research equipment, so I took the liberty of adapting the room to serve as my office. Never know. All these pieces of my mom's life, they were right in front of me this whole time. Until I'm trying not to think about her that I never noticed me. No. Just tell me about this Director Clavel. And you, thanks for being here with you to learn about it too. I also intended to explain about these trophies here, and he's already gone. Rather hard to pin down, isn't he? Off like a flash as soon as some new thought crosses his mind. Dear Sada, I think your son, of course, accepted you a very great deal. Only... Can't wait for Pokemon Masters. Like, can't wait for the villain arc in Pokemon Masters. I'm gonna go to the entrance hall and I'm gonna do another class. Is our hey, there you are. There's another Scarlet book here. Yo, champ, coming to hit the books? What, you just felt like climbing all the stairs to train your legs or something? Oh, you wanna know why I'm here? Yeah, I'm still trying to work on my own little treasure hunt, trying to find myself, you know? I was here in the entrance hall digging through my mom's research report and found this on one of the bookshelves. The book was so precious to my mom that she even kept a copy of it in the lighthouse lab. The Scarlet book is what it's called, right? It's my first time really reading the bits that aren't about the urban mystic stuff. It's amazing. I mean, it all sounds super fake, but it's all got all these cool pictures and it's real fun to read. Like, look at this entry here. Yeah, okay. Separated from the research team in the crater depths, I found a strange entity. There was a Pokemon or even alive at all, I know not. If still with layers of overlapping hexagons and gleamed brighter still than gemstones. Viewed as a whole, it wrestled a mysterious, brilliant dusk? Is this like a risk Pokemon? Disc Pokemon? Brilliant disc? The text on the page is all smudged and blurry, and every copy of the book I've seen seems kind of suspicious, right? Of course, the whole book is full of unbelievable stories, the Ever Mythica being one of them. But they turn out to be real. And after everything we saw in Area Zero, well, it makes it hard to say it's all nonsense, huh? In fact, I think it might have been this book that made my mom want to become a researcher. I bet she got so fascinated with the ancient Pokemon she read about in here that it made her want to start one for herself. Hold up, isn't my mom's time machine the whole reason the ancient Pokemon ended up here in the first place? This book is from way before she made the time machine, but it mentions ancient Pokemon. So weird. Huh. Oh, I'm sure it's all just made up anyway. My mom believed that nonetheless, and even managed to make it a reality. Yeah. I guess she really was something. I'm gonna learn from her example and start giving it my all too. That's something I gotta do now, but I'll see you around here, buddy. Just, yeah. Don't burn yourself out and just kill yourself. Alright, let's just go down the list. With Miss Ryford. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's Professor Laventon. Oh, we're actually gonna learn about Hisui, I guess. We have some new students here with us today. My name is Ryford. I'll be the one to impart knowledge of the past to your little minds. History is a wonderful thing, truly splendid. The lives of our ancestors throughout history forward the path to the present in which we live. Today you shall learn about the most mysterious location of Paldea, the Great Crater. As you all are all aware, a massive crater known as the Great Crater of Paldea exists part of our region. The area inside this crater is called Area Zero, and research of its geological strata and material composition has shown that the crater is in fact over 1 million years old. It was long believed that certain something rested at the bottom of this mysterious crater. Perfect time to make contact. Answer me this. A Snorlax! Incorrect. An adorable answer to be sure, but you're perhaps fooled by that use of the rest. correct answer is treasure. That's right. Some believe that a treasure more valuable than anything else in the world rested in the depths of the Great Crater. I thought you were gonna say something like like a meteorite. So much for dreams of treasure hunting, though, as the lab has been built in those very same depths. Oh, and before I forget, you would all do well to remember that the Great Crater of and Area Zero are both off limits for all those but those who have official business there, like myself. Do not dare entertain any foolish notion of gallivanting off the Area Zero in search of riches. It is no place for children dreaming of treasure and adventure. Besides, if we're all at all possible to investigate the area, I would surely be the first to do that. Oh, is it that time already? I must have gotten swept in filling your minds with knowledge. In today's lesson, we will unravel more mysteries and enigmas together. Okay then. Alright then. Great, others. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. About 2,000 years ago, this region came under the rule of the Chaldean Empire. Historical accounts describe the Chaldean Emperor as being quite a dictator. This emperor also zealously believed in the legend of the treasure that rests deep within Area Zero. Oh, geez, it was there. It was always there. Geez, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I must mention that the civilization of our ancestors were not as developed as ours is today. People back then were far more likely to believe in mysterious legends, magic, and beings beyond human comprehension. In an attempt to gain the powers or to stand against Chaldea's neighboring countries, the emperor sent people in droves to hunt for the fabled treasure of Area Zero. Perfect time to make it. Answer me this. How many years was it for the Chaldean? 2,000 years ago, right? Correct. You're abundantly clever, aren't you? Listening intently to my answer, about 2,000 years ago, that's when the great era of exploration began. However, it is said that not a single adventurer sent out by the Emperor ever reached the depths of Area Zero. Was it the punishing journey itself that barred their way, or perhaps some unknown creature? You know, this sounds like something fun, like something interesting to explore in another Legends game, you know? There's with all this legend stuff, like another Pokemon Legends game. Just saying. And just being able to explore the crater and some more. The resounding failure of this great era of exploration almost certainly heightened the air of mystery surrounding the crater. Oh, what I wouldn't give the explore areas through untouched state at that point. But we can only hope for the swift invention of a time machine. It's done already. Look up what the your knowledge. Minds of knowledge. Today's lesson, we will unravel more today's history enigmas. Alright then. Would you like to take history, please? Is it ready to lie, however, someone? But she's also, she also uses that dragon type Pokemon. Okay, now for history. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. I should remember from our last class, Area Zero exploration 2,000 years ago, yeah. They lasted for approximately 1,000 years, but not a single soul was able to venture all the way to the deepest reaches of Area Zero, having poured much of its human and financial resources into the exploration of Area Zero for so long the Chaldean Empire fell into decline. 200 years later, or 800 years ago, the Empire and surrounding nations united into one entity. This was the formation of Chaldea as we know it today. Ah yes, this very academy where you where you're now filling your young minds with knowledge was also apparently established at that time. In fact, this school building, though certainly having undergone repairs throughout the years, is just as it was when it was built so long ago. This very structure is a piece of history. Things of old are truly splendid. I would certainly prefer it not to have the Pokeball portion, though, a relatively new addition. Ah. Hey, nothing more than when a student pretends to listen. Constructed exactly 805 years ago, to be precise. In other words, your academy here is 805 years old. At that time, it offered state-of-the-art facilities and a uniquely innovative curriculum, as such people used to say, those seeking knowledge need look no further than the oranges of Paldea. That's right, they were referring to Naranja Academy. It is said that this proverb of sorts was even used outside of the Paldea region. Alrighty. Alright, midterm exam. Alright, it's time. Let's go. History midterm. Woo! Let's go. Learn your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your mind and answer the questions. Hey. Last question was a freebie, even though these cable will be surely padded your score there. I sincerely hope you did anyway. So, they'll end their midterm examination. You may ask for your scores at the front desk. Dang it then. Feels great to get the test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. What? Yep. 5 out of 5! Woo! Passing score! Woohoo! More experience candies. Of the small variety. Alright. Alright, let's get... Alright, let's finish this class. Or at least keep going in this class. Really? Anyway. Yeah, we're just gonna be... We're just catching up on our studies after finishing Pokedex. Yep. I was hoping to continue unraveling the marvels that history presented us today, however I imagine your ability to concentrate has been spectacularly derailed by my midterm. I suppose changing things up for fun and variety may be a good idea every now and then. So allow me to tell you an old fairy tale that has been passed down in Paldea for generations. Upon a time, there was a king who was very much enjoyed collecting treasure. He was particularly fond of treasures from other countries. One day, a merchant from the east heard rumors of this king and came to meet him. He brought an unbreakable. He brought it like he brought a spear that could break any shield, and a shield that could block any spear. The merchant laid out 4 treasures in front of the treasure-loving king. The 4 treasures were as follows: a vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. Oh, Slept nervously. Seeing such rarities before him, the king leaped for joy. He showered the merchant with gold coins and claimed all 4 treasures for himself. Yeah. Wooden planks? These particular tablets were or wooden and used to be used as a writing medium in the ancient times. As you may know, they fell out of popular use as paper became more universally available. For the king to consider these paper substitutes treasures, they must have been of superb quality. That, or perhaps they had amazingly profound teachings written on them. The king obtained these 4 treasures, and on that very night, it is said that a terrible disaster rained down upon his castle, reducing it to rubble by dawn. Oh, it's bedtime already. I wasn't done with my story, but alas. So, okay. Come see me outside of Clock Towers. Okay. Yeah, nervously shifts as I have 4 ruinous Pokemon in my box. PC box. Alright. So then. Yeah, remember our lesson before the midterm exams in Great Crater, Paldea, Interior, Area Zero? This crater captured the imagination of many, including the former Paldean Emperor. 200 years ago, a group of explorers claimed to have finally reached its depths. The name of that team that achieved this great feat was the Area Zero Expedition. The team is said to be made up of Paldea's best and brightest. Skilled battlers, brilliant researchers, talented individuals of all kinds. Among the list of team members was the name of a man who was an author and brilliant national historian. After returning from the expedition to Area Zero, he used his literary talent to record the events of the expedition and publish them. Scarlet book. It said the area. Not nice nod there, Survey Corps, but pick up on it. Remember, trying to simply slip in the flow of a lecture. You really are quite a clever one. The correct name for this team was the Area Zero Expedition. The record of their activities was founded, written by the expedition member Heath, can be found in bookstores and the like today. The record is now known as Scarlet Book. At the time, the entire region of Paldea was absolutely buzzing about Area Zero. The Scarlet Book was so popular that practically everyone had a copy. However, the book itself was full of fantastical descriptions and illustrations of things that could never be thought of as real. The masses began to call Heath a liar. Even the truth of the expedition making it to the bottom of the crater was also called into question. The Scarlet Book was condemned to the shelves of youth bookstores as just another book of wild paranormal stories. Sad. He was hated because he spoke the truth. There's a copy on one of the bookshelves on the ground floor of the entrance hall. Feel free to have a read if you're interested. Huh? Yeah. Alright, got one more class and then the final. Okay, yep. That's what we'd like to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us one last time. In our last class, I taught you about the Area Zero expedition 200 years ago, correct? Well, that's 200 years ago. It's not that long ago. Not that long ago at all. How unfortunate that our history lessons are so inexorably toward the future. Would it not be more of an adventure to march toward the past instead? Start from our present and study history in reverse. That might be hard to follow. Indeed, it may be difficult to understand the flow of events, how one thing leads to another, if we were to trace history in reverse. I suppose I have no choice but to let the flow of time carry us toward the future. In this last class of ours, I shall fill your minds with the history of the terrestrial phenomenon. Technology behind the Terra Orb has its origins in Area Zero. Even as the Area Zero expedition supposedly reached the crater's depths, others continued to explore that area. And around 140 years ago, Pokemon cloaked in a mysterious flight was discovered there. As you may have guessed, These were in fact terrestrialized Pokemon. However, when those who discovered these Pokemon brought them out of Area Zero, the light faded and the terrestrial phenomenon remained a mystery for quite some time. However, 10 years ago, that might as well be present day, a certain someone you have definitely heard of unraveled this mystery. Even the parents professor. Oh wait. Oh, I can't. I thought. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought I could say her name, but okay, Sada. Correct. To think that you, a new transfer to our academy, could correctly answer this question, you must be diligent in your studies. Approximately 10 years ago, a professor named Sada unraveled the mystery of the terrestrial phenomenon. He discovered that the shining crystals down in Area Zero, or rather the energy they emit, is what causes Pokemon to terrestrialize. This led the professor to invent Terra Orb technology and to develop a practical use for it. This technology was then shared with both the Pokemon League and our academy. Rumor has it that Dirk Clavel was one of the researchers on the professor's team. Thus, the story is much less exciting now that someone we all know appears in it. Modern history truly is dull, isn't it? Not really. It's still quite interesting. Okay, bring the wonders of history forefront in your mind in preparation. Alright, will do. Oh, my brain. We'll learn new things. Yep, let's take that final. Alright, fun examination. Summon your historical knowledge in the dark recesses of your mind and answer the questions. Definitely remember the origin. Beef. Here's a go. The last question is too shallow and ridiculous to be on a history test, but alas, the director forced me to include it. So ends our final examination. You may outscore your score at the scroll contest. Alright then. Hey! Alright. Alright, time to take a little break. And rest our brains before we take on another class. Hey. Yes. 1A. Like the way you conduct yourselves in my class, answers you give to my questions, I meant they piqued my interest. Why do you interesting pupil on I say? Given the choice, which do you prefer? Things of old or things that are new? I don't really have a preference, honestly. He would answer new stuff to me, your history teacher. Really are a curious one. Yes, this one may indeed be a good use. Oh, you can disagree. I was thinking out loud. I enjoyed a little conversation. You have my thanks. Okay. 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 I'll check in with Penny. No. Hey. Oh, hey. I'm in my classroom. All the students here are in the STEM track. Hey. there's something I want to talk to you about. But not here. Let's go somewhere to talk about. My room. Or your room. Wow. Quite a place. My room. Make yourself at home. Nice and cozy in here. I know, right? Being surrounded by my BBs and figurines is my kind of heaven. Anyway, you must be wondering why I brought you here. It's about my team's. He has an entire server. What the heck? Like, how did she get? You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. They don't really mean the world to me. I love them all so much that I got scared they weren't gonna fit in okay or be happy. That's why I've been sort of spying on them since they came back. But it turns out I didn't need to worry. They're already having a great time. And I feel bad I didn't have it in me to believe in them. I've grown so much, but I haven't changed since Operation Starfall. I was scheming up ways to fix things by myself instead of having a little faith. I mean, naturally you worry, they're your friends. You love them. I think so. That's all the things friends do. Yeah, worry for each other, care for each other. Like that's the friends I would want to have. Better up talking. I want you to know you're a really important friend to me too. The feels for Mona and even Arvin relied on. No, I don't normally like having people. Exceptions. Stop by for a chat or whatever. So our next confab then. It'll be sorry. Aww. Man. A lot of Pokemon fur. Yeah, like. Yeah, Sylveon is one of those interesting. Has always been one of those really interesting Pokemon. Yeah, like just. I mean, she just has a full like evolution team. I love it. Like I don't know if we even had. Like I don't know. I mean, the only one she doesn't really have is Glaceon, but other than that, but she Palafin, the pelagic, Is that Ultraman? Doesn't get any better than chilling in my room with my BBs. Feel free to stay a while. Oh, I was. What could Penny be using all this for? I mean, gotta go mining that LP somehow, right? Geez, this is quite a room. Also, yeah, this is. I actually. Ah, dang it! I can't get a better look at this. But it looks like. Yeah, she has like different. I really want to get a better look at what's on her computer. That's a huge monitor. I'm just trying to get a better look at. Just. Oh, oops. Okay. I think, I'll just... Okay. Alright, go check out. Let's go check out Nimona and time. Like, before we head back to the classroom. Still got a few more to do. Hey, Nimona. What's up? Oh, hey! Great timing. I've been having the hardest time lining up opponents to battle. And I found you in the schoolyard, no less. If he's feeling out the battle, what do you say? You chitter, pretending like you're not edging the battle. Come on, let's get down to it. Alright. You sure? Oh, a whole 2 hours battling Pokemon with Nimona. Holy frick. Ah, good stuff. That's some of the games. I'll be ready for the, like, any time for that Academy Ace tournament. You still have money for that? Like, I've been grinding money from that for so long. I'm surprised no one's got bankrupt from that. I know I sprang my battle fever on you out of nowhere. Thanks for being. Thanks. Yes. Bleh. Words. Oh, hey. Muscles are a great thing. And this time is over this way. I would keep an eye out, would you? I set up an ambush waiting here for that girl who keeps watching me. She'll be here any second. But, an ambush? Well, you see, it's not very pleasant knowing she's been staring at me all this time. All the time. And now I know what she looks like after seeing her in the cafeteria. Ah! It's you, isn't it? You're the one who's been secretly watching me. How did you know I... Guess you must... I'm so sorry. Of course I noticed. You were watching me practically all day, every day, after all. I assume there's something you want to ask me. I do. I'm a huge fan of yours since the time as a gym leader, and I love rocking the type moves so very much. Why? But you suddenly retired from your post as gym leader a year and a half ago. Why'd you quit? Goodness, is that all you wanted to ask? Yes, your reason for retiring was never made public. It's well known among the students here that you just avoid the question anytime it's asked. I thought it would be rude to ask you a question I wanted to answer, so I couldn't find the courage to ask. That's why your gaze felt so intense. Forgive me. Very intense. Never mind. That's the reason I quit my job as a gym leader. I simply wanted to focus more on my job as a teacher. It's not that I dislike being a gym leader or anything of the sort. Quite the contrary. Talking about the gym fills me with feelings of nostalgia and sadness. That's why I always avoid answering the question when students ask. Hey, anybody coming up there playing a gym leader again? No, I'm afraid I don't plan to do so. My sister is doing a splendid job as a gym leader in my stead. I personally find it being a teacher most enjoyable these days. But since I am, in fact, your teacher, I would appreciate if you would come this time, as students do, not just fun. Okay, I'm sad to hear that, but I understand. Thank you so much for listening. Well, I suppose that solves that mystery. Aww. I made me so nervous. I said so many things to try to sound cool. Dude. I'm certainly a little scared when I felt that girl was going to skate at me. But having you here with me, I'll happy to do what needs to be done, face what turned out to be one of my biggest fans. Just thank you for always showing up at just right time. Help me show the appreciation a little. I hope these will help you on your future. Oh! 50 Rock Terra Shards. Alright. Enough to actually change one of my Pokemon Terra type to Rock. That's... yeah. That, like... yeah, formed a close bond. I do love this, social link stuff we got in my Pokemon game. I do love social links in my Pokemon games. Oh man. Oh man. You know, you know, yeah, multiplayer could probably. This would be interesting to do in multiplayer. To see if, like, just I don't know. Like, I mean, sure, you're not gonna. I'm pretty sure, like, everyone's gonna run at the same speed, but still, it'd be a fun little thing, at least. Sleeping amigos. Like, the students, just like, you know, it's so refreshing to see, like, seeing students have unique appearances, but it also is a bit weird since I'm so used to having very specific designs for each class, like each trainer type. But yeah, like doesn't seem to be that much of a variety in class types in trainer classes, but it makes up for all the unique designs of students. Anyway, actually, yeah, Mr. Rhyhorn, or Miss Rhyhorn. There she is. There she is. Hey, Teach. Resident Classic Person Class 1A. Are you perhaps interested in the rest of the old tale I told you in class? Nah. Don't lie to me. Your desire to fulfill your intellectual curiosity is made plain as day by the look in your face. A vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. After obtaining these 4 treasures, the king's castle was destroyed. Why, you ask? Because these 4 treasures were actually 4 Pokemon. As these Pokemon were passed from human hand to human hand as treasures, they slowly became tainted by hubris and finally after coming in contact with the rapacity of the king at the time, they awakened as disasters and began to rampage out of control. Were they always dark type, or do they become dark type from this? Okay, rapacity is aggressive breed. Okay. So that is The king called for the renowned Pokemon wielders to defend the country, and after a fierce battle, these incarnations of disaster were quelled. It is said that these 4 Pokemon were then sealed away somewhere in Paldea. So what do you think? Would you say the story is just make-believe? Oh? Yeah, very astute of you. I've read many historical disaster reports, personal journals, and the like. There's so much to support the truth of this story. If I am to prove this story's veracity myself, I will be sure to let you know. I kinda already have proof. So, time has come. Cursed treasure, 4 Pokemon ruin. They exist! Yeah, you don't say. And I stumbled upon the truth in the newspaper of all places, an interview piece with a carpenter no less. The Pokemon wielders apparently use sacred stakes to seal these treasures in ruin and shrines. There is a separate shrine for each of the 4 Pokemon, and 8 stakes driven into the ground in the area surrounding each shrine keep the power of ruin at bay. Yeah. In other words, if all the stakes for a given shrine were to be removed, it would release the Pokemon held inside. Don't you think it would be nice to free those Pokemon from the confines of their tiny little shrines? Yeah? Yeah? Fine, Celeste, you're proving should be very useful. According to the descendant of the Pokemon wielders in the story, you must have a bond with Pokemon in order to remove the stakes. I'm sure someone as Pokemon savvy as yourself would have no trouble at all with that. You can choose for yourself whether to believe me or not, but I will mark the locations of these shrines on your map. After I already did them. I'd rather go myself, of course, but skipping out on my classes to go adventuring seems to have made the director a little suspicious. You could think of it as part of your treasure hunt. Treasures of ruin are still treasures after all. I hope you will investigate these shrines if you are all inclined to do so. Yeah, about that. Finding the treasures of ruin? I hope you investigate the shrines if you're all, inclined to do so. Oh, okay, she'll actually... Okay, fine. Hmm? Oh, you caught Ting Lu, the Vessel of Ruin. Very interesting. I simply cannot keep my curiosity under control. Judging by its shape and size, this vessel was almost certainly not for everyday use. Perhaps it was a work of art, or better yet, a ritual artifact housing some sort of deity. I feel there must be something behind the horns and the designs resembling eyes. It could be that this artifact was fashioned after the deity's very appearance. Mystery grows ever deeper. My thirst for knowledge is growing, is slowing me clenched. What? You feel like you have more to report. What is it? You've got Qin Pao, the Sword of Ruin. Oh, how interesting. Simply can my curiosity under control. So the sword's blade and hilt form the Pokemon's left and right fangs. I wonder if the sword broke when it became a Pokemon, or perhaps it was always that way. No way, I can't imagine the king wanting to buy a broken sword. This is some sort of weapon that was meant to be used in this broken state. As mystery grows ever deeper, my thirst for knowledge is slowly being quenched. Oh, yeah, I got more. Lo Chin, that was a ruin. Oh, interesting. I've never seen so many wooden writing tablets strung together. It must have been an epic tale. Most excavated tablets are tantamount to graffiti or simple memos, still valuable tools for learning about the past, but nothing like this. I can't read it, but getting its link, it must be a story, yes, or perhaps the words of a curse. One of these words were faded. How frustrating! The wooden tablets piqued my curiosity of a king. What might have been written on them? It got to you, Beads of Ruin. Oh, how interesting! I simply cannot keep my curiosity under control. Beads like these were thought to be sacred and thus were worn during religious rituals. I believe they were most often worn as a single bead on the neck, like a pendant, but it seems Chi-Yu has four of them. Were the beads worn in pairs, on the ears and wrists, or were they rituals perhaps formed by four people? This could have caused beads such as these, but usually used to ward off disaster to become bringers of disaster themselves. Alright, seeing pun history with my own eyes fills me with joy. Thank you. You have now reported back to me with all four of the treasures of ruin. I never thought that you would be able to do this much for me. You have my thanks. I would have liked to go look at the treasures of ruin myself and look at my own. But I suppose it was precisely because I sent you someone with a pure heart that we were able to accomplish this feat. They may be able to maybe treasures of my dreams, but I will allow you to have them for now. Consider the symbol of my gratitude. Take it, it's yours. Nasty plot! You're truly an interesting one. I hope you don't mind if I continue to keep an eye on you. Alright, here we go. If you ever find them too much to handle, I'll take them off your hands. Yeah, no. They're going to Pokemon Home eventually. Can you save just in case? Alright, 4 more classes. Languages with Mr. Salvatore. Or Salvatore? Oh, my brain is getting a bit more filled with stuff. My dear students, how are you today? Feeling good, I hope? Je m'appelle Salvatore. My name is Salvatore. Merci beaucoup. That is Thank you very much for your attention here in my class. I am hara or happy for this chance to re-experience my younger days with you all. You know what Salvatore means? It means savior. So just imagine I'm here to save you from spooky new languages. Funny, no? That's right, my classes will teach you about various languages from different regions. You may say good morning or hello as a greeting, but people from elsewhere may say bonjour or salut. I heard there's even a popular streamer out there who smashes several languages together and says hello, hello, hola, ciao, and bonjour. There are so many regions out there in our world that each can have their own unique language. Yeah, people are I've met a few people are very fluent in Ionese. Ionoese. Gracias, merci, jeje, arigato, danke. All of these have the same meaning. Can you guess what it is? Thank you. Wow! Like, brava. That's correct. And speaking up is important in language learning too. Gracias, merci, jeje. These words all mean thank you. I guess some of you probably knew at least one of those. Despite meaning the same thing, their lengths and sounds are all different. Isn't that interesting? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. When you travel abroad, you should try to speak the local language as much as you can, even if you can't speak it very well. I'm sure your willingness to try will make the people you meet tres very happy. Honestly, from my experience, just being able to say hello, delicious, and thank you in the local language will get you pretty far. For everything else, just pretend you're Mr. Rhyme and gesture away. Oh, there's that pesky bell. I guess it's all time we have for today. Well, adios, matane, adios, matane, alla prochaine. Like, see you later, everyone. I'm so sorry. I try my best. Alright, Mr. Salvatore. Second class. Oh hey, there's two different Bride shoes. My dear friends, how are you today? Feeling absolutely fantastic, I hope. Time for Salvatore the language lesson. It is flip. Are you ready, everyone? You can answer with yes or oui. It's super! In our last class, I believe, I taught you all how to say thank you in other languages, right? Et la cause, aujourd'hui, today's class, you will learn about a certain word to make sure to make people happy when you use it in your travels abroad. What word you ask? Well, you have to guess. Delicioso, ouchie, bueno. Can they only tell me what these words mean? Help! Wow, correct! C'est super! I knew I could count on you. Delicia, like, ouchie, you know. All of these words mean delicious. Boys. Using the local word for delicious at markets or restaurants is sure to get a big story, a smile. Yet that is from whoever you're talking to. It'll make communication go more smoothly, I guarantee it. People love it when some people say the cuisine of their homeland is delicious. Who wouldn't be happy to receive such a compliment? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you one of my wise words of advice. The first step to smooth communication is to compliment the person you're talking to. After all, it's not very likely that a compliment would put someone in a bad mood. This doesn't only apply to people in other regions either. It's the same for all of you too. You can put this tip to use with your classmates. How about you all try complimenting each other after class? I bet you'll make for ambience plus sympathetic, a more friendly atmosphere. That's all for today. Thanks to you all for change for next lesson, that is. Adios, matane. I really need to make my own language for streams. Like, apparently that's what the like that's what streamers are doing right, making their own languages. My dear friends, how are you all today? You certainly look fantastic. It's time for another one of Salvatore's language lessons. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oui! Very and very good. My lessons are not a one-way street, no. I am très triste, but no one speaks up. Very sad that is. In our last class, I believe they taught you how to say delicious in other languages, right? In la cour de aujourd'hui, today's class, we will learn about a very special phrase that you can put to use when the time is just right. Ashiteru. Like, aishiteru. That's Japanese. That's common. It's like fish. Fantastic! Good. Correct, you deserve a medal or medal d'or or gold medal. Je m'étais fait avoir ish like fish. What these? Because these three phrases you may know, I think. Why? Because they're all quite famous to say I love you. Oh my, have I embarrassed you all, my friends? What timid little garçons et filles, shy boys and girls, that is. It's so very important to express your feelings about things to others, you know, that is, especially through positive emotions. If you get married someday and argue with your spouse over silly little things, oh my gosh! All you have to do is apologize and say I love you! And totally get up, yeah. And it'll all be well, that is. You should know why just last week I had a bit of argument with my dear wife, that is. But I was quick to say I'm sorry and all there was. And out of approval of nothing, let me give you one of my wise words of advice. It's to be quick to apologize when you had an argument with someone. That goes with your family, friends, and your crushes. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, bro. I'll deal with today. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what, I'm trying to go with for a French accent, but I have no idea what I'm even doing. Okay, midterm. But yeah, good. It's always good to know when to apologize. Today we had a midterm exam. Relax, and do your best. Everyone, friend, are you ready? Let's begin. Thank you. Bury them in flattery. Recall stylos, put down your pens, that is. I hope that was quite easy enough for you, especially the generic question, that last question. I'm sure you're the great brother, my friend. You can check your scores at the school's front desk. Oh, man. Let's see. Hey! Mark Spirits candies. Alright. That's how I could be right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, it didn't help that I couldn't sleep last night. Or I couldn't get back to sleep after waking up. How'd you like the midterm exam? You all did really great! We're halfway there, and time for another lesson. It's full threat. Are you ready? Wait. Pokemon response. Great answer. Merci, my friends. I knew I could count on you, stars. Leading to the midterm, we learned all sorts of words from different regions. Starting today, though, I'll be throwing a curveball before we begin listening comprehension. Basi, go for it, my little Pikachu. Oh, it's the old cry. As you just heard, Pokemon can also use words to communicate. It's not always easy for us to understand them, but their words have meaning just as ours do. Pokemon can use a language to share all kinds of information with each other. Location of food or whether there may be pleasures nearby. The same Pokemon cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. I'm sure that you're all curious, so I should be today is I've learned the Pokemon language. Je te prie, if you be so kind, Pikachu. What information do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Happiness. What? But he looks so happy! Oh! I thought I had my little Pikachu friend here pretend to be angry for us. You looked happy. Same Pokemon can even communicate its feelings in many different ways. The voices change depending on their mood and physical condition. By listening more carefully to Pokemon, you might gain a deeper understanding of them. That having been said, Pokemon are quite mysterious creatures. Some actually don't communicate with words at all, but instead use things like electromagnetic or ultrasonic waves, some even use telepathy. And now I propose nothing but to give you all of my wise words of advice. If you poke at your Pokemon too many times while watching them during picnics, they'll get mad at you like Pikachu just demonstrated. Adios, not today, but... Yay. Okay. Languages. Same side up. I think we've been listening to this almost pretty much the same song for 2 hours now. My dear friends, how are you all today? I hope you're doing marvelously well. It's time for letters of Scarlet's language lessons, and it's are you ready? Wait. Request no less, my excellent friends. Seeking your replies to my questions are excellent. Ajahhi. Today, we will once again be focusing on listening. Firstly, go for it, Pikachu. Remember from our last class, the same Pokemon cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. Today, that is, we will be learning more about the language used by Pokemon. Is it so kind, Pikachu? Yeah. There's a little bleak to it. There's a little lower pitch too. Sadness? He looks really happy, but listening. When Pikachu says he's expecting sadness, it kinda makes me want to cry, doesn't it? That's right, I had my little Pikachu cry as if it was crying. Funny joke, right? Such a good job. Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. I love the texture on Pikachu. Really fuzzy. However, nothing, let me give you one of my wise words of advice. If you hear one of your Pokemon making a noise like this, well, you should treat them with even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already knew that. Well, I piece the cake for you all, I'm sure. Of course, this goes to your classmates and others as well. Friends should support each other in times of sadness. I truly hope that you can all have smiles on your faces at all the time, my friends. Counterpart. Our next course, this will be our final lesson together. Adios, Matane. Okay. Alright, final class. So final language class. We've still got 3 more courses. My dear friends, how are you all today? Lots of Salvatore, the language lesson. Are you ready? Yeah. What a responsible fantastic, great answer. That is perfect for our last class together. I love it. And today we'll once again have the listening lesson. Let's see. Go for it, my sister. Pikachu.
Thank you.
Let's be right here, my little Pikachu friend. That's last listening class. Tell everyone how you're feeling right now. S'il vous plaît. I used to be able to do such a good Pikachu voice, but now my the change is emotion. Pain. I'm so happy that you got it right. Get it? The Pikachu says, "Yeah." Expressing happiness, so that it makes you just want to break out into a happy dance. But I didn't have to ask Pikachu to follow that today. Oh no, I simply asked to show how folks were getting to have class with you. Getting to meet so many new friends and study together in this class with you. Also, are we allowed to have Pikachu out of the ball in this? Okay, whatever. That made both me and my little Pikachu so very happy. But before nothing, let me give you one last wise word of advice. As you live your lives, I'm sure you'll have times when you get mad or sad or maybe even more than you would like. Like everything has ups and downs, life is a veritable roller coaster. But à la fin, in the end, there is surely happiness waiting for you. So God is blessed. Look so I keep a smile on your face even the hardest of times. When you're faced with a problem that you can't handle alone, find someone to rely on, be it a teacher, your family, your friends, anyone. Our next lesson will be our final exam. Be sure to review what we learned and our lessons so far. Adios, matane. Right. Okay. How are we gonna do this? Like, are we just gonna have like sound cues? Let's begin. Amador, Labrador, Isidore, Salvador. I assume the obligatory dinner question and last question you gave you no trouble. You did great. Bravo, my friend. You can get your scores in the school's front desk. Okay. Hey! Nice. Alright. Battle Studies, Art, and Home Ec. We're not getting Miriam's class, are we? That makes me sad. Okay, let's check on everyone. Oh, you actually go to Demi's, like Penny's dorm. Let's go to the cafeteria. We should get some food since we've been doing non-stop classes all this time. You're good for a battle, right? Great. Teacher of the schoolyard in a minute. Hold on, you're the one, right? Like, the student council member? Yeah, that's me. Yeah, maybe some other time. Oof. But, cool with that. Don't know who he was. I was just munching my sandwich and I heard him bragging about his tough Pokemon, so I invited him to battle. Wonder what Pokemon he's gonna use. Can't wait to see. Wait, I forgot to get his contact info. How do we explain what we'll face off? Oh well, I'm sure we'll be battled next time I run into him. Anyway, I guess you can get the grip, huh? I'm not the one to. Well, I'm not one to stand between someone and their meal. Catch you later. Senpai is such a silly. Oh. You coming this way to the top room just to see me? All the way here? Because I finally made it into the hearts of my students, that makes me very happy. After all, like I said in class, communication is very important. If there's anything you're confused about in class, or if you're having any trouble here at the academy, you can always come here to tell me, Tonami Samto, your friend Salvatore, that is, Oa. Yeah. Yeah. Arvin. Hey man. Wow. I didn't even notice you, bud. I know. Pretty rare to see me actually studying, right? But I'm pretty good at stuff. I'm at a pretty good stopping point. How about a break? Use a change of scene. Okay. So, where are we going? Oh, your room. Very nice. Wow, you have got quite a place for food. Welcome to Chef Arvin. Well, Chef Arvin and Boston, really. Surprisingly clean. Why is that surprising? I'll have you know that I clean every single day. Mostly because my boss is shed the time, but still. And, anyway, how about the reason you saw me studying in the classroom like that? I went back and read the pages about the urban mystic and the Scarlet book again. Do you remember how things were back when the boss was the league and everything? Couldn't seem to do anything to help him, and Wade sure didn't. Of course, I'm really glad I was able to find all the urban mystic together with you. Gotta be other people who are still suffering the same way I was back then, worrying other Pokemon that are hurt or sick or hurt. Okay, I decided I'm going to become a cook. I'm gonna make super healthy food bursting full of the stuff Pokemon need to feel great. behind you, man. Thanks, and I knew I'd be counting you to be all supportive like that. Culinary world might be different, but I swear I'm gonna be just as famous as my mom. So I guess I can close the book on my little hunt to find myself. It's time to start a new chapter, one that's all about working toward my new dream. And hey, feel free to stop by my room anytime. Positive will always be glad to see you. Bedspread, bright, cheesy colors. Ah, he has a photo of my boss when he was a math show. That's adorable. A little bit small for my boss to fit in. Yeah, Mischief must have been. I mean, maybe he didn't update it. Like he hasn't updated it because Boston is just like is too attached to that bed. You know, like I mean, I believe it. Look at all the fresh ingredients. I forgot to talk to him actually. Oh, okay, I think I did one. Okay. Two more classes left. Where is Mr. Salvador? There you are. Hi. A bit of a pinch. Take a look at this. Give me a second. This Tommy doesn't seem to be feeling well. I don't know the poor thing, he can even stand up. What should I do? Okay, call. Oh, right, I could use a potion. Have any on you? I got like a bunch. Hand over a potion. Wait, what would happen if you didn't have a potion? Fix you right up, my friend. Potion power, no! I seem to have done the trick just in the nick of time. This one doesn't appear to have belonged to a trainer. Do wild Pokemon have wandered onto the academy grounds? Well, I can't just leave it here alone without anyone to make sure it's okay. Better than I will just have to lend all the helping hands I have to take care of Tommy in this touch and go situation. Thank you very much for your advice. Alright. tail. Oh. Hi. Oh! As your advice from before, Palmy as well, you can see for yourself. It seems very quiet. Yeah, it's feeling better, but this particular Palmy may be a bit weak, I suppose. I had Miss Miriam take a look as well, and she says there's nothing wrong with it health-wise. So it shouldn't have any injuries, ailments, or the like. So it never utters so much as a cry when it is odd. That part even that has even Mr. Jacques has stopped. Oh, that could be about help. Then don't worry about it. I have some more information now thanks to the Academy security cameras, though. It seems Polly was attacked by a wild Pokemon and fled here to the Academy grounds. Maybe it's still in a bit of shock from that experience, and can't bring itself to speak yet. Or maybe... if that's the case, there's absolutely no problem with keeping quiet, but the problem. We can just it's under the... Wait, that is, until it feels like talking, that's all we can really do. Even if you can speak all sorts of language, there's no guarantee that you can understand what's going on in someone's head. Amen to that. But have no fear, I will not give up. No, I'll keep on trying until we figure each other out. Alrighty. Too bad we don't go to the teachers' bedrooms. Kidding, but... Like, Tommy, is it as healthy as it can be? It seems to be being quiet is simply a part of this one's personality. It's hard for Pokemon to communicate with its fellows without speaking up. As you know, wild Pokemon use their cries to tell each other all sorts of things, like the location of food or whether there are predators nearby. So even if I were to release it back into the wild, I'm afraid it may not be able to do those sorts of things. Are you going to take care of it? What do you think? What does Palmy belong? Right here. You're at the academy. It should stay here with me. I'm so focused on getting it back in good health, so I can return to the wild, that I didn't even consider that possibility. What do you think of that idea, my little Palmy friend? Palmy, it spoke at last! Even without speaking Pokemon language myself, I know that reply means yes. Oh mercy! So very, very much for all your help with Palmy. All the more reason you should have this here, a rare Pokemon for you to raise. I'm sorry, what? A Meowth? I'm so happy. Yes, Salvatore will take it upon myself to look after Palmy for good. I will indeed. So... a Galarian Meowth? Okay. Alright. Oh, okay. It comes with three max IV. So, like, already a pretty good contestant for breeding. Oh, it doesn't mention Subtle, right? Okay. Well, I'll put it here for now. And yeah. Alright. Alright, let's take on another class. How many more do we have to do? Ugh. Good Oh my goodness, this is... I really should not be trying to do it all, like binge all this, but I want to get it over with. Oh boy. Alright, 3 more classes. Let's do it, Battle Studies. It's Dendra, yes. Alright. Once again, don't be tardy. Have I ever been? Miss Receptionist lady person? Us. Say hello to your battle instructor, the one, the only, the hot-blooded Dendra. Us is a karate thing, by the way. Look it up. My age? 25. My hobby? Working out. My type? Well... strong and muscular fighting types, of course. That's all for my introduction. As for my class, this is where you all get to learn the nitty-gritty of Pokemon battling. We'll start with the basics so that no trainer gets left in the dust, even if you're new to this stuff. Have no fear. Leave it to me and my muscles, and you'll be pros in no time. Let's set our fighting spirits ablaze together. Pokemon have all kinds of attack moves at their disposal. Each move has certain qualities that you'll want to remember. I'm talking about the power, type, and category of these moves. Higher power means more damage, especially if your opponent is weak to that move's type. Heads up, new kid, questions coming your way. There are two categories of attack moves can fall under. Know what they are? Light, darkness. Love the move you hate. I want to know. That's not only wrong, it's totally out there. Are you kidding, kid? Or are you just at that age where you're into that fantasy stuff? What? Come on, have you ever heard of the OR region? Anyway, attack moves are split into 2 categories, physical and special. Physical moves do more damage the higher the Pokemon's attack stat is. Special moves do more damage the higher the Pokemon's attack stat. Blech. On the other hand, on the other side of things, Pokemon getting hit by these moves can take less damage by having a high defense or special defense stat, respectively. In conclusion, Pokemon that are good with physical moves should raise their attack stat. Pokemon good with special moves should raise their special attack stat. Trying to raise both of these stats equally will just make it harder for Pokemon to shine in battle. Make your strong points stronger, I always say. That goes for both people and Pokemon. Aw man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practicing. Really drive the point home. But I guess we're out of time. We'll generally meet for my class here in the schoolyard, even for book learning. Nothing like fresh air to make studying more fun, am I right? My class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. Little rascals indeed. Alrighty, battle studies too. Another day, another round of battle studies. Us. Let's get right to it. Is everyone here excited about the treasure hunt? It's always a great adventure. You get to take on gyms and go to new places and run all over the place with your partner Pokemon. And while you're running out there, I'll bet you'll come across some big shiny crystals fairly often as well. These crystals are actually collections of Terra Skull energy that seeps up out of the ground. You can check out these crystals to battle Terra Pokemon with your friends and other trainers in a group of 4. We call those battles Terra Raid battles, not Terra Raid. Terra. These Terra Pokemon you'll face off in Terra Raid battles are crazy tough. They'll sometimes act differently than regular Pokemon, so you'll need to be on your guard. Luckily, trainers can also use special actions in Terra Raid battling. It's called cheering. And there are 3 kinds of cheers to use. First is go all out. It boosts the attack and special attack of ally Pokemon. Hang tough. It boosts the defensive stats of all ally Pokemon. And very well, let's see if you can guess. This cheer restores HP for all ally Pokemon. What do you think it is? Wham Bam Potion! Explosive Healing Wave! Explosive Healing Wave? That's a loud answer if I ever heard one. But I think I give that a move a whirl if it really existed. Third and final achievement is Heal Up. It's a real powerhouse with the ability to restore both HP and cure status conditions. You can cheer up to 3 times during a single Terra Raid battle. Also, cheering uses up a turn in battle, so you won't be able to have your Pokemon use any of their moves when you cheer. In conclusion, try everything at your disposal, and if nothing seems to be working, try cheering on your allies. Providing support for your team can sometimes open up a new realm of possibilities. Okay. Alrighty. Oh. Alright. Sorry. Oh man. Another day or another round of battle study. Us. Let's get right to it. Last time we learned about Terra Raid battles. Did any of you have a chance to try them out? Terra Pokemon are super strong, and the more difficult ones will use even tougher tactics that you'll need to deal with. I'm talking about their Terra Shield. What happens while a Pokemon has Terra Shield up, you ask? Well, it'll take way less damage for one. It has a big effect on morale too. When trainers see that shield go up, they feel doomed. Like there's no way to win the battle. Here's a question for you. If a Pokemon you're battling puts up a Terra Shield, what should you do? Call your parents! What? Don't call your family to tell them you're about to lose. You should be find a way out of this predicament and you keep on fighting. Regular attacks don't work so well against Pokemon that have the Terra Shield up, but having your Pokemon Terastallized is an effective method to overcome that issue. Terastallized Pokemon will do more damage to shielded Pokemon, especially if it uses moves that match this Terra type. Dealing enough damage to a Pokemon with its Terra Shield up can destroy the shield and break the Pokemon stance. This means that it's important to properly time your Terastallizing and Terra Raid battles. And in conclusion, I'm going to say, fight fire with fire and Terra Raid Pokemon with Terra Pokemon. Be sure to work together with your teammates to smash through your opponent's Terra Shield. Oh man. Midterm, us. Hey! Don't be tardy. Sorry to all you who went to the schoolyard first before finding the right room. I guess we could do our test in the classroom at least. It might be hard to write your answers out on the field. Alright, time to put your game faces on and do your battle with those test sheets. Fight it. Doesn't matter when you can ask for your scores and front desk. Alrighty then. More experience candies. Drat should get some water. Yeah. Do it. Get back to work. We resume our regular classes today, so keep up that energy for the second half of the term. Have you all been using the R button to send out your Pokemon? If you do, your Pokemon will run off in the direction you're facing. It's a super useful tactic that lets your Pokemon pick up faraway items for you, and that's not all! If there's a wild Pokemon near when you send your Pokemon, they'll start battling each other. We call those battles Auto Battle. Just as the name implies, your Pokemon will act on its own during Auto Battles, meaning you won't have to give it any commands. And if your Pokemon wins, it'll get experience points, just like it would in a regular battle. If you make good use of these battles, they can be a really efficient way to train your party. But you'll want to remember that Pokemon won't evolve or load new moves right away if they level up from an auto battle. Also, if a Pokemon loses an auto battle, it will come back with just a small amount of HP left. Make sure to heal it up right away. Nope, did I forget the whole class? There's one-sided electric. Does anyone have any questions so far? No stopping an auto battle once it starts. You'll have to wait and see how it plays out. You can call your Pokemon off before the battle starts, if you press the R button while your Pokemon is on its way to the opponent. Even during auto battles, our Pokemon are out there battling for us. They're trainers. Keep an eye on them as much as possible, and if it looks like they're going to lose, be sure to have them retreat. Also, this goes without saying, but Pokemon with low HP are already worn out. They probably won't enjoy auto battles much, so don't work them too hard, okay? In conclusion, auto battles will only work if the trainer and their Pokemon have a relationship of mutual trust. Be smart with how you use your auto battles so you don't lose the trust of your Pokemon. Yep. Oh, I just noticed the Psyduck is now a Gengar. Or something like that. Another day, another round of battle study. Let's get right to it. I hope you gave Auto Battle the shot like we talked about last class. Make good use of Auto Battles will let you train up a bunch of different Pokemon. Also, an efficient way to gather the Pokemon's materials you need to make TMs at TM machines. Speaking of which, have you all been using TM machines? I sure hope so, because it's a pop quiz time. Create TMs, you need Pokemon materials, and one other thing. Anyone remember what it is? Money. LP. I'll be nice. Looks like you're already a TM machine pro, kid. Hey, kid. The correct answer is league points, LP for short. You give the LP and Pokemon materials to the TM machine to create TMs, but that's not all. You can also exchange Pokemon materials at TM machines to get LP. I heard about some shady individuals getting LP illegally using a technique called hacking or something like that. So I don't want any of you getting involved in bad stuff like that. Got it? Petty's not. Seems like Petty not here. Anyway, you can also add TMs that make you want to. Anyway, you can also add TMs that you want to make to your watch list. This will let you keep an eye on the materials you need to gather. In conclusion, in order to make TMs, you need Pokemon materials. And if you want to get a whole of lots of materials, you have to have all kinds of Pokemon. School is hard, but we're going to get that degree. We're earning that degree. And whatever rewards we get. Pretty sure I've already gotten the best reward, but hey. Last class, but don't let those energy levels drop before we wrap things up. You've shown that you have more than enough knowledge to be super strong battlers. I don't know if I have that much left to teach you. But we can always aim for greater heights. So I'm going to teach you the rules of a link battle. When two trainers participate in link battles together, they can engage in either single battles or double battles with each other. Yeah, no triple battles or rotation battles anymore, sadly, which have been gone since Gen 7, I believe. And if you're playing it in a group of 4, you can all battle each other in multi battles. Now, when you're not having battles during your independent study, you could use whatever number of Pokemon you like, and they could be any level. But in link battles, there are special rules to keep in mind. None of these special rules involve adjusting Pokemon levels. Now, the no restrictions rule lets all Pokemon stay at their current level. It lets trainers use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiples of the same held item too. But if you choose to use normal rules, all Pokemon will be set to level 50 for your battles, regardless of what level they actually are. This even includes lower level Pokemon. They'll get a power boost to participate. Normal rules let you use multiples of the same Pokemon species and of the same held item too. The great part about this rule is that it lets any of your Pokemon participate. All they have to do is learn some good moves. Lastly, the rule set called flat rules mostly affect Pokemon over the level 50, such that Pokemon will be set to level 50 for the duration of the battle. The flat rule set is often used for official tournaments. This rule set does not allow trainers to use multiple Pokemon of the same species, or multiples of the same held item. Alright, here's a question for you. Which rule should you pick if you want to use a lower level Pokemon and keep its level low? Ah, jeez. So you have to cover strategy that you need to use a level 5 Pokemon for your best bet is to choose flat rule set. Of course, you can also choose no restrictions if you want to battle with any Pokemon you want, at any level with any held item. Pretty good rule for when you want to battle freely with friends. In conclusion, normal rules adjust all Pokemon to level 50. Flat rules lets you use lower level Pokemon at their actual levels. All of you use these steps to have some exciting battles with your friends. Alright. Alright, let's get that. Alright, midterm or final time. Final game day. The final exam. Alright, do battle with those test sheets. Oh, and out we go. Hack the system. Alright then. I'm a little scared about this one, because the normal and flat rules thing got me a little confused. 4 out of 5. Okay. 80%, but... Alrighty then. Press like I'm real good on Pokeballs on here. Hey! Oh my gosh, listen to this. Remember that guy in the cafeteria? Ran into him again in the entrance hall, so I asked him to battle, but he said no! It was like, what's the point? You're a champion in a battle whiz. You'd wreck me. I got it what he meant. I mean, you can have fun battling it. You can have fun battling it used, right? I mean, winning's nice though, but yeah, I guess so. Obviously, I'd rather win than lose, but I think it's better to go into things with a like. I just think it's better to go into things with a losing could be fun too attitude. I agree. Man, although my battles can get so complicated sometimes. And I wish he hadn't called me a whiz. I work hard at this stuff. It felt like, it's not like it all just comes naturally to me. Like, throwing Pokeballs obviously doesn't come naturally to me for one thing. I guess so. I think I need a mental reset. I'm gonna go find someone to battle. See you soon. Okay. See you, senpai. Man. Wait. Can I? Yes! Yes! Can I? Yeah! I'm so happy. Aw, still can't use me. Dandruff. Oh, hi. Ah, Spooky. Down at the schoolyard for some training? Oh, sorry there was a little room meeting. I know the point of training isn't to show off in front of other people. Why don't we do a bit of running together to get to know each other a little better? Sure. Ready? Let's go. He ran 3 laps around the schoolyard with Miss Dintra. We worked up a nice sweat. You've got a nice pair of legs on you, kid. Thanks. A good bout of training sure does my body hungry. I'll let you have one of my homemade sandwiches as a way of saying thanks for running with me. You feed those muscles. Protein. Oh. Dry and had an odd smell. The taste was so much to be desired. It's the thought that counts. How was it? Hope it was tasty. Yeah. Yes. Sorry, I should have asked you. I'm a slack and all, but I don't know the first thing about making good food. As your honest reaction just reminded me. Well, see you later. Enjoy your sorbosos tomorrow. Yeah. Yay. Yes, muscles are great. But like, yeah, like I agree that that you should go in with losing can be fun too, but my body does not agree because my body really gets frustrated when my body is really competitive, so it gets frustrated whenever I lose at anything. New kid, fancy meeting you here in the home economics room. Pastor, what a coincidence, eh? supplies. Well, you see, Miss Dendra tells me she's here for intensive training in sandwich making. Ah, well, no, he's hiding it now. Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry. Were you keeping this a secret? Well, I mean, not really, but it doesn't look very cool to openly admit I'm here for intensive training, you know? Understood. Be careful in the future. Well, new kid, now that you know what I'm up to, I guess you'll have to help me out with my training here. Try the sandwich, it's the result of my training so far. Ah! Long and hard to eat. Once again, the temple has so much to be desired. That was my meat lovers. Prosciutto, bacon, and chorizo sandwich. How was it? A little meat heavy. What? You mean there was a problem with my choice of filling? I guess focusing on muscle building ingredients really did a number on the flavor, huh? I mean, even nowadays, people are like, yeah, athletes are adding more vegetables to their diet, so. Miss Dendra, addition of butter would have done wonders here. Butter helps to protect the bread from getting soggy due to moisture of the ingredients. It can also work to enhance its sandwich's flavor. Ah. Butter, that makes sense. Thank you for teaching me that tip, Miss Secretary. Why did you tell me that while I was making the sandwich? Well, you see, I saw you. I had not realized you had begun your food prep. I thought you were simply trying to destroy my classroom. Well, anyway, new kid, thanks to you and Mr. Saguaro here, I may finally get the hang of this. Thanks for your advice. People and Pokemon love sandwiches. Uh-oh, did she get a boo-boo? Is Dendra okay? Hi. No way, no way, no way. Oh, Miriam, just try it! What's wrong, guys? Oh, great timing, new kid. Nurse Miriam won't try the sandwich I made. Oh, duh, I don't want to get a stomachache. You won't, probably. I still remember that sandwich you made me with the meat filling and meat for bread. That one's really messed me up bad. I hadn't trained in the art of sandwich making yet back then. I was young and thoughtless It was last month! So, as you can see, I'm not getting anywhere trying to persuade her. Even if I went through all that intensive sandwich making training, it kind of makes me sad. Went through intensive sandwich making training? You really tried hard at it. No choice if you got one of our cute little students on your side. Okay, so fine, I'll try your sandwich. Let's see it. Here you come around. Here it is. It's a little strongly flavored, but I guess it's not bad. Hey, look at that. My training paid off. My sandwich pleases the great Nurse Miriam. Look at you, you know. Thanks for trying it. Thanks to you too, new kid. I would have volunteered to try it first before, but you know, whatever. And she's off again. That was weird. That's just how she is, I guess. Always coming to the nurse's office with some injury or another too. I think she might like you. I mean, wouldn't be surprising, would it? She's not here. Oh, she's in the school's door. Hey! You doing a little shopping? I came to see you. So you came to see me, did you? I'm here to check out the sandwiches we got for sale. This school store's sandwiches taste great and have excellent nutritional balance too. How do your intensive training? I guess I'm just not used to it yet. All that training kind of wore me out. I achieved my goal anyway, so I may take a break from sandwich making for a bit. Oh, that's right. Didn't tell you what my goal was. I wanted to pay Nurse Miriam for everything she does for me. It was my way of saying thanks. She's so nice and so good at what she does. I really look up to her. I wanted to try sandwich making so I could be skilled at something for other people, like she is, but I guess I wasn't cut out for it. What I am cut out for, though, is being full of energy. So I decided to focus on that instead. Like I said in class, I think people in Pokemon should make their strong points stronger. You really helped me out, new kid. Take this away and say thanks. Thanks for the protein. Huh? Alright then, what should I get with my protein? Ah. That's sweet. You get it? Get your drain in? Okay, so Senpai is there, but I mean, I'm pretty much just doing the Mona's story, I'm just spreading it out. Spreading out her story throughout all this. Okay. Art. Mr. Hassel, I guess so. And it reminds me how much I really wish I could go back into the Elite Four. Like go and challenge the Elite Four again. But nope. Greetings, I am Hassel. I will be teaching you the art of class. Like this art class. It is a pleasure to meet you all. Now, let me be candid for one moment. I imagine that many of you will forget all that you learned in this class once you graduate. After all, you don't need even a basic understanding of artwork, much less a refined appreciation of beauty for most essential jobs. So is my class a waste of time for you then? I think not. At least I certainly hope it isn't. Think for a moment, all of you. What is beauty anyway? What makes something beautiful? The eye of the beholder? Interesting. Thank you. Oh, I don't mean to suggest there's a correct answer to my query. The important thing is that you all take the time to think about it. Think about why we might find beauty in a flower blooming on the side of the road, for example. Question why the sky is a different shade of blue than the ocean, or why the leaves change color. Ponder the windmills of Artisan, and how they move. Contemplate the chilling bite of the water of Cascarafa. I'm sure you'll find that every little detail of your life will seem even more vivid, more impactful if you take a moment to stop and think. And I'm certain that if you stop and truly appreciate the little beauties of it will help you pull through the days where your studies have you exhausted or when work has dampened your spirits. Do pardon me for waxing philosophical. You don't need to understand all that now. But to put it simply, it is true that one does not need art to survive, but it certainly makes surviving much more enjoyable. Amen to that. It's my hope that this class will add even a little bit of color to your lives. That's all for today. Next time we'll try to have more hands-on approach to appreciating beauty. I like how these classes have a very varied, just very varied, student body. Picardy. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. In our previous class we discussed what beauty is, which might have been a little boring for you, so today I thought we would mix things up a little to pique your interest in art. Allow me to introduce our special guest, Gibble. Gibble. This is Professor Gibble, the assistant lecturer for today. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you would be so kind as to terrestrialize for us. Oh, the grass type? Ooh. Pretty. As I might already know, a Pokemon can terrestrialize if you use a Terra Orb. Normally, Professor Gibble would be of the Dragon type, but by terrestrializing, it succeeded in changing its type. So, class, what type do these lovely glistening flowers above Professor Gibble's head represents? Grass type. Excellent. Full marks for you. These beautiful flowers blooming above Professor Gibble's head shows that it has now become a grass type. The shape of the Terra Jewel above the Pokemon's head depends on the Pokemon's Terra type. To summarize, if an opponent's Pokemon terrestrializes during battle, observe a Pokemon's Terra Jewel closely to see which type it has become. Also also pay attention to how effective your moves are, and choose effective moves accordingly. With my sincere hope that today's lecture will help you achieve beautiful victories. The terrestrial phenomenon is indeed a fascinating and deep subject to discuss. That's it for today, class. Thank you, Professor Gibble, for your help. Thank you. Ooh-wee. Alright, third class. Did I happen yet again? Yes. Yo. Well, I've been told that my previous lecture about the terrestrial phenomenon was very well received. Thank you all for your kind words. In fact, Miss Dendra specifically requested that I impart even more battle knowledge to my students. So I decided that today we will take another look at how Pokemon can terrestrialize. Give up. And of course, here is Professor Gibble to help us. Hello, Professor Gibble. You would be so kind to terrestrialize for us. Oh, you changed it. Nice. Now what we have here, last time we saw the ground type terrestrializing, but this time we have a different shape. Observe, a Terra Jewel resembling a snowflake. Its dendritic shape is stunning to behold. It's a little chilly standing close to it. Oh, class, what Terra type do you imagine you might represent? The ghost type! Oh, not exactly, though I suppose it is chilling in its own way, too. The reason there's a snowflake sign above it is simple. It is now an ice type. And because Professor Gibble is currently the ice type moves would not be very effective against it. Keep in mind, usually they would deal quadruple damage to Gibble. Now here's some trivia about snowflakes. Well, snowflakes come in many different shapes, and sizes. Most are classified as hexagons. Think about it. Snowflakes fall from the sky, taking similar shapes without anyone saying they must. Do not feel the great mystery of nature? The beautiful enigma we live in. Wow, this is a bit of a charity, but Mr. Jog classes are also hexagonals, aren't they? Forgot to mention that you can change a Pokemon's Terratubet for Eatery, made in Midori. So I must say, the book there is a little prickly. You'll need to get on a good side if you want to help. Now, come to our next class because it's time for your midterm examination. Thank you for today, Professor Gibble. Captain. Oi, 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 oi. Alrighty. I do hope you're all ready because it is time for your midterm exam. Focus and do your best. And begin! Present down, please. Rather not have my students worry about having or failing my art class, but tests are tests after all. Anyway, good luck everyone. You can check your results at the front desk. Hey! How many experience candies do I have now? Okay, 35, but I mean, I've used a few. Part 4. Okay! Oy, oy, oy. Hello class, it is I, Hassel yet again. I'm pleased to say that everyone did very well in the midterm exams. As a reward for all your hard work, we have a special guest visiting us today. Now then, Brassy, please come in. Greetings. Ah, like, gracias. I am Gracias, I am an artist and I focus exclusively on grass type of marketing. Gracias here mainly creates three-dimensional pieces such as statues and the like. One of his major works is the installation titled Surrendering Some Flora, found in Artisan. Many of you who've challenged the Artisan Gym are no doubt familiar with these. Yes, I do recognize some faces. Students. I hope you'll all understand how fortunate you are to be able to attend Hass's classes. Old Hass is the man who saved me when I had lost all hope and given up on myself. But he never gave up on me. I do not exaggerate when I say that he is a mentor in life. It is precisely thanks to Hass that I was able to establish my current art style. Oh dear Brassy. Nothing gets reminiscing about old times, but I hope you'll like got discuss in a way only you can. Of course. Let's see. Why don't we discuss what Hass mentioned, surrendering some flora. You want to tell me what my mood was when I crafted this detached expression? Bad? No. Completely inaudible. I surrendered all hope. I was preparing to give up everything. Resolved to give up my life as an artist to get that piece but not receive from recognition. Hence the name surrendering some flora. That's exactly it, Puff. When I started out as an artist, I experienced many hardships. I even became deathly ill and stung to a slump that drove me into desperation. I began worrying only about what would sell. I was concerned only with fame and fortune. The life of an artist. Being a professional artist is definitely tricky. But all my pieces during this time had no depth. They were all shallow, trash. It was then that I met Haas. It helped me realize how petty of a being austerity was. In the end, I was able to leave all that behind. And that is also when I crafted the Sunflora. Remarkable. Even I do not know the whole story until now. This kind of thing is hard to tell someone, especially when they are so close to you. Now, I don't doubt that you adolescents will often find your heads crowded with worries. My advice to you is simple: be honest with yourselves and do whatever your heart desires. So long as you don't cause trouble, then. That is all for me. I must admit I'm beginning to feel a bit embarrassed, so I bid you farewell, Haas. And farewell to you pupils as well. Oh, Brassy, I can't believe it's such a wonderful class. Thank. Oh my gosh. Alright, art. I'm surprised no one has ever like, no one's made the hassle, like, made a hassle joke. Hello, class, it is I, Hassel yet again. First, allow me to apologize for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Frosty's story that I simply couldn't contain my emotions. I'm sorry for taking such a lead. Certainly got a very stern talking to from this time after that class, yes. Anyway, let's shift gears and dive into material for today's class. Now, have any of you heard of the 10 sites of Paldea? As the name would imply, there are 10 sites in Paldea that are considered particularly beautiful. Well, now I would say the Grand Olive Orchard is the most accessible. You can see the field after field of olive trees from the hill on the way to Cortando. 2 waterfalls are also counted among these 10 sites: Fury Falls and Casaroya Falls. Then there's the peak of Glacedo Mountain, also known as Paldea's highest peak. There's another cliff on Glacedo Mountain that's named after its rather unique shape. Let me ask you, my students, what is the name of the 3-pronged cliff on Glacedo Mountain? No need to grasp at straws. It looks like a hand taking hold of something, doesn't it? The 3-pronged cliff of Glacedo's Mountain is also known as Glacedo's Grasp. Though its hand is far too stubby to be that of a human hand, I imagine someone thought it looked like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. There's also the mountain in Area 3 of the East Province, where you can get a good look at Levincia. It's particularly gorgeous at night. In fact, the view is so brilliant, it's known as the Million-Volt Skyline. I hear it's quite a hotspot for dates, and specifically, though perhaps such a romantic view. I imagine it's, what the kids say these days, very bleak selfie spot. Of course, we feel that not all 10 sites live up to their grandiose names. How often do we visit some tourist spot only to be disappointed? Not to say you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. One thing is to go yourself and see them with your own 2 eyes. Sometimes a disappearing experience can be worthwhile in its own way. Take a chance! Well, that's it for class. Thank you for your attention. Alrighty. Alright, one more class with Hassel, and then we have one more class. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. My, how time flies, as they say. Indeed, our time together has certainly flown by. It's hard to believe that this is our last class. Now, our topics for today may feel somewhat unrelated to art. There's absolutely no set definition as to what art should be. Therefore, let us carry on with the discussion and see where it takes us. There are 2 things I wish to focus on today: ribbons and marks. Both ribbons and marks are special honors that capture a Pokemon's qualities. There will be times when your Pokemon gives maximum effort or has a noteworthy experience. In recognition of its feats and accomplishments, it can be given a ribbon. To be given an example, if you manage to become incredibly close to a Pokemon, it may be granted the Best Friends ribbon. Incidentally, there's a person in Cascarafa who can give you your Pokemon a Best Friend ribbon. Marks, on the other hand, are mostly found on wild Pokemon when you meet them for the first time. They can symbolize the character of a Pokemon, such as with the Rowdy mark or the Vigor mark. It's completely up to luck whether you'll run into a Pokemon with these marks. So, you ready to catch a Pokemon with a mark? Rejoice at your astounding fortune! Does anyone know what special thing you can do with a Pokemon that has ribbons or marks? Wonderful. Your knowledge is impressive. The correct answer is that Pokemon with ribbons or box can be given titles. What's more, they could be sent into battle displaying a title of your choosing. For example, you could send out a Gible with a best friend ribbon by declaring, "Go Gible, the great friend." And while I know I just said that marks are generally found already on Pokemon when you beat them for the first time, it seems that more recently Pokemon can be awarded certain marks based on their efforts. These are marks such as Gourmanda Mark, Item Finder Mark, the Partner Mark, and so on. Perhaps it might be fun to try and work out how to get each mark using its name as a clue. But let's start off on our last class. Next is the final exam. Please review our material closely so that you may pass on your first try. Haven't failed yet. Ooh-wee. Earning this degree. Like, I know I could just look up the answers, but like I'm going to do this legit. And begin! Favorite eatery. Red Room. My sincere wish that all of you go on to greater and more prosperous futures. Good luck, everyone. I'm worried, but... Hey! Yeah! Alright. If it isn't you, I have a question for you. Do you find my class difficult? Pray for me. That is certainly good to hear. So, you chose to take on the gym as part of your treasure hunt. It must be you like Pokemon battles, is that correct? Then you're attempting to overcome a weakness. I applaud your efforts indeed. Do forgive me for springing such an odd question upon you so suddenly. I often find myself pondering the nature of strength these days. Anyway, thank you for your input. Oh, okay. What is a tree made of? Atoms? Schoolyard. Hey! Hello there. I try to visit the schoolyard from time to time. It's good to see young ones with so much energy and vigor. I know what you mean. Do you? It's a bit of a surprise to hear you say. You know, you're one of the young ones, do you though? Might be an old soul. Like, Master Hassel, may I have a word? What are you doing? I told you many times not to bother me here at the academy. Yet I am bound to come. Our family's future is of paramount importance. Who's speaking? Important has come up, so I must excuse myself. Just elsewhere. Ah. Up to the dragon type? What was a dragon type now? That was a dragon tamer. Oh, I want to talk to go see Senpai. Senpai! There you are. I had a feeling you'd turn up if I hung out here for a while. And lo and behold, I was right. Now that I found you, we should swing by my room and have a chat. Oh, very forward. Huh. Kind of. Da 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 da! Welcome to the Zona Nemona. Where are you? Ah, thank. Wait a sec. I know we've been to your room before. But have I ever had you over here? Wild! Anyway, listen. You know how you know how I really like Pokemon battles? Like, really like them? I noticed. Cool, and yeah, you know how when you really like something, you dive in deep. That's what I did with Pokemon battles, and I just kind of became a champion. Then I found out that's pretty special. That normally it's not so simple for most people. People would tell me to my face that I only managed it because I have an innate gift, or because I was raised differently, or whatever. And suddenly I started to feel like there was this invisible wall between me and everyone else. I started going easy when I battled my friends. I just wanted everyone to have fun. Oh, but don't worry, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going 100% all out. Especially since I'm lucky enough to have an opponent around who can beat me even when I'm in a full hardcore mode. So just promise one thing. Promise me you'll always stay my equal. You and me, true rivals. Friends are for. You're the best. Thank you. That got pretty personal, like a little bit. We're a bit embarrassed over here. Anyway, since we're equals, I gotta start having you over as much as we hang out in your room. Feel free to burst on into the Zona Nemona whenever you want. And get ready for the Academy Ace tournament, because I'm gonna stomp you this time. Wow. Gym badges are squeaky clean. There's a plaque with a shield too. Makes a training schedule. Wow, this is a huge TV. You know, I think a tablespoon means different amounts to different people. Yeah, you know, that's kind of true. So I really do wish that we actually got to see all the hangouts in my room. But whatever. Hassle, there you are. What's up, man? Oh, wait, hello there. I'm sorry, I was lost in thought. I didn't notice the approach. I must apologize for that, but transpired a bit too young. That's very magnetic. That woman who showed up with a dragon tamer and a relative of mine, I may add. You see, I come from a very long line of trainers who specialize in dragon-type Pokemon. There's a child in our family who is expected to stand at its head and lead it to greatness. But that young lad, noticed in a fellow that he was, ran away from home one day. Made quite a show of it too, swearing he'd make a living with music. A lot happened since then, and now he's an art teacher and Elite Four member for you. Wait, what? After I so rudely took my leave during our last conversation, my dear relative encouraged me to give up teaching and return home last. I told that my current leader of my family, that is to say my father, is in poor health. Oh, but I apologize. Perhaps I am not cut out for teaching after all. What sort of teacher crumbles on and on at his own student? You're a great teacher, ma'am. You have no idea how much your words mean to me. Thank you so very much. Thought. Awful dollars. Alright, let's see how this concludes. And then we have one last class. Hello there. Hello there. You always seem to appear at the most crucial of moments. What's going on? Well, you see. Master Hassel, I'm here to collect you. So I see. I'm glad that you finally made up your mind about taking your place to the family. Well, it is indeed true I made up my mind. I've made up my mind to continue teaching here at the academy. How could you? Are you saying that you don't care what happens to our proud lineage? I'm saying I have other priorities. Look around you at the art decorating this room, would you? Children here are letting their senses, their perceptiveness grow freely. I do not wish to say that protecting our family's ancient bloodline is of no importance. I simply wish to see young talent blossom and grow into the future. It is so much more fun to me, if I'm being honest. Here, listen. You're worthy of you. Love dragons. Give up. I'll come as many times as I need in order to change your mind. Oh, by all means, my door is open. I think you'll soon find you've met your match in stubbornness. You thought I could be cowed by some stories spun up about my father's deteriorating health? I'm not so easily fooled. Your father's okay, actually? I'm certainly is. I'm very close to resigning my post as teacher and returning to my home. But the students here gave me courage to say no. Who you two? The words got me strangled. I cannot think of any way I could possibly repay my debt to you. Take this, if you will, insufficient as it may be, full breadth of my gratitude. 50 Dragon Terror Shards. Nice! Let's be clear of it. I, Hassel, will continue to be on my chosen path as instructor, the use of our world. Stay for as long as you wish. Alright. Final class time. Let's do it. Final class. Oh, Mac. Mr. Saguaro. Don't be tardy. I see we have some energetic young ones. That's who's coming. You may call me Mr. Saguaro. Your time here with me will be spent with obtaining knowledge and skills. Many of you have left the care of your parents to live here on your own in the academy dormitory. I pray that the knowledge I impart will improve the quality of your lives and the necessity of food and shelter. Of those three categories, I assume the most pressing and interesting of all is food. When you eat sandwiches on your picnics, the HP of your Pokemon will be restored. You will also gain something called meal powers, which can provide all manner of benefits. For example, these powers can make Pokemon easier to catch or increase the experience points that your Pokemon receive. I think you will also find that the breadth of the effect can be expanded by crafting sandwiches of superb flavor. But more, there is something particularly important that we wish to receive. So if you wish to receive meal. Oh, I just noticed that there are these 3 kids that are all in like insane. It's kind of creepy. Meal powers, even with more helpful effects. Let me see. But what? Tell me, what must you keep in mind to receive any more helpful meal powers? That's an interesting take, though not exactly what I was looking for. I suppose you are correct in a sense. I mean, that's how you make curry. Your choice of ingredients, including both filling the condiments, is an important factor in gaining even more helpful meal powers. For example, using sweet ingredients in your sandwiches may help you gain egg power, including numerous bitter ingredients. On the other hand, can get you drop power. Learning to aim for specific effects when crafting sandwiches will almost certainly make your culinary endeavors more enjoyable. Please be aware, however, that you can also receive meal powers by eating at restaurants. I must say that I would feel the utmost joy if you all learned this year in my class and came to better understand home economics. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. I just wish there was a better guide on how to get or what makes what for each sandwich. Like what ingredients help with what or something. I don't know. I know you could make custom sandwiches to get stuff that to get the things, the exact powers you want, but it's also tricky. But it takes reputation, I guess. Put away your phones, it's time to begin class. In our last class, I believe we talked about the effects you can get from picking up your pictures. You can receive meal powers and even restore HP for all the Pokemon in your party. It is a truly convenient means of healing your Pokemon. Unfortunately, as I am sure you are aware, it is not suited for use in battle when you cannot make food, or when you wish to restore HP quickly. I suggest you should make use of healing items like the potions when you can. When you can purchase the Pokemon's oldest rule store. Healing items are immediately effective and can be used anytime that you can open your bag. They are, however, consumed at the one. Potions restore 20 HP, Super Potions restore 6. Hyper Potions, 20. The pricier the item, the more HP it will restore. Keep in mind how much money you have when you are stocking up on these items. However, unforeseen happenings are an inextricable part of traveling from place to place. Imagine, if you will, the following scenario. You find yourself with an injured Pokemon, but you have no potions and you're out of sandwich, and there are no Pokemon centers nearby. The world. Tell me, what do you do when you find yourself in a perilous situation and don't get away before you must out? This with water? Would you hope to use water to prepare a racing meal, perhaps? As I mentioned, you have no ingredients, so even with water, you would be able to, drinking water to keep yourself hydrated. If you actually see something shiny on the ground, it is actually an item that has been dropped. You might be able to find restorative items such as an aura berry or a potion. This kind of makes me want to see what a survival Pokemon game would be like. Like a Pokemon game where you had to live off of land. But yeah, no town to go back to. You just, you use the R button, send out your Pokemon to pick up such items as well. And then there are berries, and then there are berries, of course. Berries, by the way, aren't like items from shops. If you let your Pokemon hold one, they will decide on its own when to eat berries during battle. Your Pokemon decides this time for itself can be quite interesting. Anyway, if you find yourself in need of healing, I suggest that you look around for shining items on the ground. If you can't find such items, there are other methods you may employ for healing your I see the man's a top of weight. Our top to the other golf and somehow I'm still being awake in these classes. Put away your phones, time for class to begin. In my last class I talked about HP restoration, however, after class I was asked by several of you about PowerPoints, commonly known as PP. Stop Googling. When a Pokemon loses all of its HP, it faints and it can no longer battle. What then happens to a Pokemon when it loses all of its PP? Would be correct. Perhaps you know this from first-hand experience. In a different light, probably. When a Pokemon runs out of moves, it can no longer use its moves. However, each move has its own store of PP, so you can mitigate PP loss by using a variety of moves, rather than just one move. If Pokemon loses all PP for its move, it will only be able to use Struggle, an attack that also damages the Pokemon that it uses it. In order to avoid this predicament, PP can be restored at Pokemon centers along with HP. Items such as Ethers and Back Ethers can also be used to restore PP. Be careful not to confuse potions with Ethers in the heat of battle. However, Ethers are not sold at shops, so you should use them judiciously if you find them. The stronger the move, the lower its maximum PP. Not waste uses of these moves unless you wish to completely run out of PP. It is important to find balance in a Pokemon set of moves. As you can see, HP isn't the only thing you must keep an eye on while adventuring with Pokemon. I hope you'll take care. I'll take care to ensure that your partner Pokemon can perform at their best, as you engage in the dreaded hug. Okay. Alright, midterm. Oh man. That was something test how well you've learned in your life. Get the information to bring in your brain for a lot of crimes that you face. Leandro once wanted his Pokemon to decide on its own. Please stop writing. You were able to give the examination everything you had. Please remember, ask for me. Hey! Oh, Mac, yep. Begin class. So some of you had to retake the midterm exam. I'm glad to say that the majority of the class passed without issue. I feel honored to see that the knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life have taken root in all of you. I trust that you will work just as hard on your life skills in the second half of the course as well. Now, let us now turn our attention to the topic of the day, which was inspired by a question I received on the topic subject of Neo powers. The student who asked this question is a young man who enjoys the culinary arts. He tells me that he regularly researches culinary techniques on his own and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. He also spends days and nights studying all aspects of culinary arts. Yet despite this, he is baffled by his inability to increase the effectiveness of his skill powers. So tell me, since you did quite well in your midterm exam, what should this young man do? 2 to increase the effectiveness of his skill powers. Arven? I cannot disclose the identity of a certain male student who certainly enjoys the culinary arts. It may very well be Arven, but it may not be. For a single person, this may choose difficult, but if you prepare a sandwich with others, you'll be able to handle a larger serving of bread. With a larger base to start with, it may become quite simple to add more ingredients to your sandwich, which in turn makes it possible to receive meal powers of increased effectiveness. This applies more broadly as well when dealing with a difficult issue. Working with others to solve that issue may be the best course of action. I'm sure that Arvin will likewise work with friends who craft his sandwiches in the future. You dummy! Identity of student is a matter of privacy, so I would ask that you do not try too deeply. I love this guy! Oh, this guy is amazing. Oh, man. I mean, real men wear pink. Yep. Don't be tardy. Oh. Put away your phones. Time for class to begin. While you're out performing field work with one of your Pokemon walking alongside you, have you noticed something changes in its coloration? I don't mean it's something from the shiny Pokemon or anything. I'm thinking of it becoming filthy. Pokemon battle. They get hurt by moves used against them. They get battered by wind and rain. They get covered in sand and mud. They get, in a word, filthy. I have seen many a trainer walking about with their adorable little Pokemon without addressing this issue. It's horrible. This question of someone, but I'm sure we would not tolerate such sin. Yes. What would you do if you were a little dirty? I suppose you time for it from rain and mud. They put ponds on it, but I never finished. When your Pokemon are dirty, clean them. This is, of course, the while you're having a picnic, you can approach the Pokemon on your team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is putting them through what I like to call the Pokemon wash. In other words, you are able to clean them up. Stop by getting your sponge flattered with silly bubbles and gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon is nice and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles will encapsulate the filth, but then you simply wash it away with a spray of water. This will keep your Pokemon clean and shining bright as a territory. Certainly quite a bit of work. This will also restore HP to your stats. However, some Pokemon may have parts of their bodies that don't want scrubbing, that they would rather not get wet. Be sure to keep this in mind when cleaning their like a Charmander's tail. Now, the most important point I must mention is that some Pokemon like to be dirty. I will contradict myself by saying this. Please remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind thing to do. Oh, jeez. Home economics is a study of life's necessity. But looking back at our time together, I realized that I focused almost entirely on food. However, it's not too late to shift to discussion of clothing, another necessity in our math class. I'm sure you're aware, our academy has an air of freedom status. We provide uniforms each season to accommodate the diverse climate of Paldea, and our students are free to wear whichever style they wish whenever they do. You should all have received 4 sets of tops and bottoms, one each for spring, summer, fall, and winter, and we accepted you. If by chance you are not aware of this may wish to peruse the wardrobe. While to wear a school uniform, the rest of your ensemble will be school issued. This includes your bag and your hat, and if you choose to wear one, you're even free to style your hair however you wish. Mr. Salvatore's hairstyle, for example, would almost certainly have been against school rules when I was a boy. That reminds me. There's one thing there's one thing you all like to decorate, which I must say is I find quite charming. Certainly correct. That adorable little thing I was speaking of. It's been interesting so. It's a bit I'm fascinated by Rotom bones and how to customize them. Was that how very intriguing? There's a shop called Delaware Presents where you get purchase cases for your Rotom bone. Thank you for that useful bit of information. I shall have to go there myself for something tomorrow to get an adorable case for my own chocolate. Forgive me, I've seen this out in the military way with this ballpark. Anyway, as this class is known as Honing Archaeology, then I offer these final words to you who have been honing everyday life skills with me. My field of study is not so decisive as the likes of mathematics, for instance, my test scores might play a part in deciding your future. However, as you go on to cook for yourself, you take care of your Pokemon, you can decide what to wear in the morning when you awaken. I would be honored if what I taught you serves to screen out and enrich your lives, even if only a little. The event was imparted to me by Mr. Hassel and his particular outlook on such matters. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for seeing this class through to the end. All together has come to a close for today. Prepare to do your best for our final exam. Alright then. Final exam. Do it. Saturday. Oh man, my brain. The time has come to test how well you have all learned in this class. Let's begin before the information simmering for your brain will start with sparkling power. Doesn't matter. I made the questions a little easier than I planned to, and saying thank you for informing me on the Rotom phone cases. I trust you all get this exam, everything you had, so you will not have to retake. Such a good... such a wholesome guy. Oh, man. Okay. Hey! Finished all your classes and passed all their exams. I have this for you from Red Clavel. 5 large. Focus all your efforts on this year's treasure hunt. Be careful out there. Alright. So we get some large candies, but before we call it for tonight, let's see our boy man. Our dude. Welcome to the home economics classroom. I consider this to be my very own castle. Rumor of your activities always seem to be bombarding me from all sides. Indeed, people from all over have been talking about how strong of a battler you are, and the amazing football you take all on with you. You are quite the object of everyone's interest, so I imagine that may be bothering you. In a little bit. The home economics classroom is something of a place of rest for the Academy students. Here they delight in sharing the latest gossip and the like while enjoying a light snack. We come up quite often in those talks recently. So much so that I find myself intrigued. It's not a burden for you. I'd much like to enjoy having you come see me again. Of course. How about right now? Alright, cafeteria! Woo! Hello. It's been some time since we last met. Yeah, like 5 seconds. Are you here to eat as well? I wandered in. Drawn in by irresistible aromas, I imagine. Ah! I myself am here to survey the student cafeteria. I'm surveying the nutritional content of food that our students take on a regular basis. One item on the menu that I'm missing is the peanut butter sandwich. Wait, it is sweet, quite delicious. Yes, perhaps I'll order one right now. Oh look, it's Mr. Saguro. He's so fashionable and cool. The teachers come in to the cafeteria too, huh? You think he'll have an egg sandwich? Oh wait, if we get anything here, there'll definitely be some spice for the spicy with the 5 alarm sandwich. Oh cool, we'll definitely get the wild and spicy 5 alarm. What about... I'll force myself to order some spicy favorite flavors. Thank you for restraining me. These students tend to view me as a fashionable and cool, or even dare I even say it, exuding a sort of brooding strength. I have a habit of acting in such a way so that as not to destroy their image of me. I showed my true colors to you just now without thinking. Please keep it. Of course. Okay, so staff room. There's something I would very much like to ask for your help with. Need my help? Izzy, I do not want over here. I hear rumors of an extremely sweet conduit that exists somewhere in the Paldea. I absolutely must experience that ambrosial sweetness for myself. Only one who knows about my insatiable sweet tooth, plus I have no one else I can turn to for comfort as well. I'm gonna myself lest I destroy the image students have of me. I will pay you for your but give us a product with people. Meanwhile, I will gather what information I can about this incredibly sweet conduit. I will share my website with you as soon as I have more information. Alright. Home ec room. About that matter, which was I need help. From the name of the girl is the Error Missing. You should find it during the course of treasure. Do I have some? Yeah. Frick! Oh dang. Well, that's anticlimactic as frick. don't I get like a diploma? Like a diploma for my trouble? Okay. But, you know what? Like, yeah, I really wish I could decorate my place a little. It's cool that we got a little bit of. Huh. It's good to lie down and rest. All right. So, yeah, we completed all the classes, so that's it. So there's that. I'll just have to work on getting the sweet herba mystica that we need. Anyway, like I'm pretty sure you can only get those from like 5 or 6-star raids. But yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thanks everyone for stopping by. That'll be our raid message for tonight. Holy crap, 4 hours! Jeez, that is... Wow, it takes quite a bit. Ooh-wee! Oh, that takes quite a bit out of you, man. Eh, whatever. Sure, let's just do that. Anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Have a good night. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.